Hello there. I'm Claire, and I'm one of the designers of Imperial Diplomacy. Today I'm here to bring you an after-action report of the game C, Chrysanthemum, of the first alpha of Imperial Diplomacy. With me, I have a player in this playtest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello. I'm wistlov and I played as Ajuuran Sultanate or Ajuuran. I'm still not sure how to pronounce it.
Ajuran, I think.
Ajuuran. Okay,
Uh,
yep.
Yes, Ajuran is this little blue little fella down here on the Horn of Africa in Somalia.
Yes, tucked away in the
Uh,
corner, safe and sound,
yes, very
raiding
lovely.
the Oman coast, as Somali
Yes,
pirates do.
exactly. So for this after action report, we're going to assume that you already know the rules of Imperial Diplomacy. If you don't, please check out the server link in the description and make sure you read up on all the rules that this variant has, because there's quite a few of them and they might become very relevant during the duration of this game. All right. So Wislow, you
Yes.
played Ajuran Sultanate. Why?
Well,
There's so many powers on this map.
yes, there's many powers and many of them look a lot cooler, maybe, at first glance. But the main reason was actually just that it's tucked away in the corner, not that important. And I was currently at a trip in Japan when the game launched, so I didn't
Oh
want to play
yes.
something with lots of neighbors. That's really all.
Oh,
So I
so you
wanted
wanted to
something
play
small.
something really safe, so
Yes,
that
and I looked at the things and saw like, oh, Bornu, that would be cool. But no,
yeah,
I would like fleets,
mm,
not Bornu.
yeah,
Maybe
fleets are
Congo.
great.
There's so much things to be worried about at the start with
Mm.
its other neighbors. So Ajuran, they can never be killed. I'm good.
Yeah, no, Ajuran has this very safe little corner down here.
Yep,
A position I'd personally like to maybe play in the second alpha, if it wasn't for the fact that I'd like to try colonial.
same.
Yeah, colonials are lots of fun.
I think
Uh,
they're difficult, but yep.
Very difficult. Uh, Anyways, so I'd like to hear your initial thoughts when you entered this position and what you were planning on early on.
Well, initially when I started off, I wanted to just play it safe, take the neutrals, be friends with everyone if I can, and then instead react to what's happening on the board
Mm,
uh, as much as I could. I did immediately realize that at some point I would probably have to go to war with Portugal,
mm.
just because
Portugal
I looked at
is down here.
yes, because I looked at all these green centers everywhere around me, like both there and in Ceylon, India, and in Arabia, and I realized
Ooh, true.
at some
Everywhere.
point I have to get him. So I wanted to initially think, okay, if I wanted to attack someone right away, it would be Portugal if I had to choose myself.
Mm, all right, interesting.
Yes.
Mm.
So even before we started press, I had like made a plan and everything and how to potentially attack them and stuff.
Very
Yes.
interesting.
And when press started, the first thing like Congo was really nice to hear from. I'm already friends with like the Bornu player, so it was
Mm,
nice. Um, and Portugal was like they didn't talk much, but we figured things out. But
mm.
Abyssinia, they said they just were silent. They didn't answer to anything. So I was
Oh,
really,
yeah,
and
that's
then
never
I heard
great.
they had talked to Congo and stuff, and haven't replied to my messages, and I
But
was
not you?
yes,
Rude.
oh no,
That's
not
very
just
rude.
rude. That was scary.
Oh
Yep.
no.
Oh no. But yeah, so I that led me into trying to become as like friendly with the Ottomans as possible, just in case I could. Well, I would need them, and they were my
Ooh, for
hero at
a
the
joint
start there. Yep.
attack.
Yes, possibly. So we started talking about that, and maybe taking down Abyssinia at some point, and yeah, become friendly with them.
Very
Uh,
interesting.
yep, that was nice. So and also I had this plan with against Portugal that looked to be working when I talked with them, where I wanted them to have Burundi and me to have Kilva.
Hmm?
And the reason for that
Ooh,
is I
okay.
didn't want armies down in the middle of Africa where Congo would potentially want to have them after a while, and I wanted more naval dominance, like between Madagascar and the Comoros Seas and everything. And I managed to trick them into letting me have Kilwa by saying I would support
Oh.
myself there anyways, without supporting myself there anyways. Haha.
That's
Yep.
very sweet. We love doing those.
Yeah. But we'll get to that later.
Hmm?
Probably.
All
Like,
right.
yeah.
So of course there's a lot of stuff that will be going on this map during the game, but we'll mostly focus on Wistlov's position here, to not make this after action report far too long.
Yes.
With that, I'd like to move on to the spring, if you feel ready.
Go for it.
Awesome. So for just a notice to our viewers, for the first couple of years, the results and the moves map will be displayed in the same picture. After a couple of years, it will be changed to a more classic uh, format. All right, let's hear. Spring
Oh.
1642.
Yep.
You open to Gala, Somali Basin, Shisela Sea, and Kismayo.
Going all directions, making sure
All
I can
directions.
grab as many centers as possible to start off with.
Makes
And I
sense.
was really happy here to see Abyssinia not going for me. And they actually started talking to me and stuff, and life were
Ooh,
good.
there's a bounce between these two powers, the Ottomans and Abyssinia in Red Sea. That's very
Yes,
fortunate for you.
it is. And Abyssinia just, I think they really started off bad here. I think Gulf of Todora would be so much better for them
Mm.
and so much more threatening for me. But this guaranteed me Socotra and Majertine as well.
Wow.
So I was happy to see it.
Yeah, that's great for you, honestly.
Yep,
Wow.
great
Uh,
start.
and no one is going into the center here for Bunjoro.
That's also because I think I had managed to negotiate my way into that as well. I think
Oh,
if I'm not,
that's very interesting.
but I end up. I don't think I actually end up taking it. I'm not sure. I don't remember quite. Yeah, I don't think I take it even.
Exciting.
No, wait, no, maybe I do. Okay, I don't know.
We'll
I
have to
think.
see.
Yep, we'll have to see. It's many months ago, but
Yeah.
yes, I think neither Congo nor Abyssinia wanted it. I think Abyssinia started pretty early of talking with Congo, and I think Congo convinced them to go after the Ottomans. I'm not sure what exactly happened, but they became pretty
Oh,
set on
interesting.
attacking the Ottomans early.
Yeah, it sure does look like it.
So
Yeah, in this case they could guarantee Havara, right?
they can.
That's not bad.
So I'm wondering who is whispering in Abyssinia's ear,
Yeah,
but
very
someone
interesting.
is probably.
Seems quite likely.
Yep. So
Very
happy days,
interesting.
happy days.
Yeah, Congo opens Kinshasa to Mpemba. That's a very interesting opening in my opinion. I guess they're just trying to commit fully south to these colonial holdings.
Is I think like at some point the Sioux player, I think it was
The
the
Sioux.
The Sioux, yeah,
Sioux.
whatever. I had so many difficult names in this. Yeah, the green little blob over here that doesn't have anything to do with us. I think they managed to make a like Pax Africa thing or something, a chat
Oh,
for Africans. They
okay.
wanted everyone against colonials, and that resulted in
Interesting.
uh, Congo making their own like chat for us called the
Mm.
African Union.
Oh,
So I think
yeah, I
at this
recognize
point
that.
already, yes, already at this point they wanted to us all to attack the colonials, and we counted
Interesting.
Ottomans as that.
Okay, so Ottomans was a colonial as well, huh?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's
So
very
yeah,
interesting because, like Portugal, they have as much holdings as a regional power in Africa.
they do, which is partly the reason I was scared of them. But at the same time, they have both like the Dutch and Congo as neighbor on the one side, and Ajuuran pretty close on the other side. And I think their position is in Africa is much worse than many other regionals.
Hmm?
I would say.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So they're not that much of a threat, but we played it either way. We just, oh yeah, they're so scary. We gotta take them
Oh, so
down.
scary.
Oh, so
Ah.
scary. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
the geo-regionals in all of the world pretty quickly started talking in a chat and making sure that we gotta get these colonials dead, all of them. Come on, let's get them. So there was really anti-colonial sentiment everywhere.
Interesting. Yeah, that's very fascinating because I think that's generally that's something that has happened in a lot of these games. There's this big anti-colonial alliance very early on, but I feel like they often fail.
They naturally do, but in this game, I think those regionals that attacked others were pretty quickly like thrown out at the start.
Mm,
So regionals were surprisingly friendly with each other for a long part of this game. I think we'll get to
interesting.
see that later. But I
Yeah,
think
okay.
playing colonial here is not fun unless you're someone being able to take advantage of most other colonials dying.
Makes sense.
Yep,
Yeah, there was some pretty strong colonial openings and some pretty weak ones on this map, I think. I think the if I'm not wrong, the Portuguese player was quite silent.
they were. They chatted a little bit at the start, just say, "Okay, yes, I'm good," and just
Mm,
agreed to things, which is nice for me and many others.
mm,
But in year, I think already in this phase, in the fall
mm,
phase, I don't think they spoke much at all,
mm.
and that did not work out for them. We'll
Yeah,
quickly
that
see
doesn't
that.
work out for colonial,
Yep, they
sadly.
have too many neighbors and too many people that will go into each other's chats and say, "Can you attack Portugal with me?" Yep,
Yeah, for sure. All right. Yeah, I say we move on to fall. Let's not let's
diddle daddle. Yep,
yep. Okay. Oh, that was the wrong map. I went in the wrong direction. Here we go. Fall.
there we
You do
go.
double.
Yes, I do. I get 4 builds. I
Oh
did it,
yes.
Senora, as well.
And do note, the GM seems to have auto-cored all the newly captured neutrals, which I believe will be fixed for the next map.
Yes.
Uh, but yes, there was you did really well here. Uh,
I
what
couldn't have
was
asked for a better like
no
start.
like yeah, I think you were the only Ajuuran who went +4 the first year.
The only reason that worked, I think, was because of Abyssinia's opening
Mm.
and just how much Congo wanted to dunk on the regionals.
Yeah,
It just worked
makes
out.
sense.
So I would not say this is a master stroke from me. I think this is uh, happy accidents.
Happy accident.
Happy
Yep,
accidents. Yes,
happy accidents. This
which
is
is good.
very interesting to me.
Yes, this is great because they are talking loads about anti-colonials to us, but they have apparently become friends with some of them anyways.
Yeah,
It,
because
it,
right here, this neutral was just empty, and then they had both colonials support them into it.
which is pretty funny. Yeah,
That's very funny.
I must imagine the Portuguese or the Dutch are looking at this and be like, which side are
Hmm.
they really on? I thought, hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, so that I'm not sure it's the best to getting them both in, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I think the position it's
It's
pretty good
already
for
strong enough.
Congo anyways here.
Hmm. Yeah, for
So
sure.
yeah, that's pretty good. Congo
Yep.
is yes, they have proved pretty good at yeah sweet talking people throughout this game. They yep, I gotta say they're charming.
Nice. All right. I feel like the first year was quite straightforward for you, wasn't it?
Yes, I just went for the nearest neutrals. Nothing else to
Very
say
good.
really. I was at this point like the African Union. It I started like actually believing it could hold for a while,
Hmm.
which I never believed. So I had previously considered, okay, maybe the Ottomans will be my closest ally here, and I want to attack Abyssinia with them and stuff. But
Hmm.
now I was like having the issue of I've basically promised the Ottomans I'm going to attack Abyssinia, and I've
Hmm.
also promised Abyssinia I'm going to not attack them and maybe help against Ottomans in Arabia and stuff. And I was and
Uh-oh.
the rest of the African Union, I was starting to be like, oh no, I promised everything to everyone, and I'm leaking everything to everyone. And if they just start talking together, they will figure out I am the bad guy here.
Yeah.
So I was getting a little bit nervous about that, uh, which meant I was trying to appease the Africans as much as possible while secretly figuring out will I stab Abyssinia? Will I not stab Abyssinia? Yeah.
Yeah, Abyssinia does some interesting moves towards you here, though.
I think their plan. I was also actually pretty scared about that as well. But I think the
Mm.
plan here is just to convey an army over. That's what they explained to me.
Ah, okay.
Because they didn't want to bounce and stuff, and they wanted to make a fleet in Makella. I wasn't really happy about the fleet in Makella because, well,
Yeah,
we
makes
did
sense. You
talk,
want
and
them to
I
build
was,
armies.
yes, I was talking with them, and we agreed that okay, I will build fleets, and they will build armies.
Mm.
So I was a little
The
bit stressed
classic
about that.
arrangement.
Yes, we'll see
I
how that
love that
goes
kind
in
of
winter, but
arrangements.
yep, that's how
Awesome.
it's
How many
supposed to
builds
go.
did they get? They get two.
Two,
Yep.
which is not the greatest, but one of them were a center that the Ottomans would take otherwise. So
Yep.
their war has begun.
Makes sense. Yep. Nice, nice. Yeah, other things I think is worth mentioning here
Yep.
is this attack that Russia is putting
Yes,
off
that
on
will be
Sweden.
relevant pretty
They
soon.
managed to sneak into Narva year one.
Yeah, I don't understand what's happened here for this to work. Like Russia must have talked to Sweden, and
Mm.
they must have figured out this would happen, and Sweden were gonna convoy something later or something. Like this
Yeah,
is so weird.
yeah, I don't see why this is happening.
But yeah, I think Russia has just spewed some bullshit to Sweden, poor Sweden,
Poor
and they
Sweden.
bought it.
They're also doing convoy ups to Spitsbergen.
Uh,
I
y-
really like this move.
oh, is it is it to keep the fleet up there, like at
I think it's
Tunisia?
basically so that they can convoy the army
Ah,
to Norway
continuously.
next.
That's not bad actually,
Yeah,
and
it's
it
a
keeps like yep,
pretty cool opening.
keeps keeps us free out
But
there as well. Yep.
since this Zheljaba army could not go south to Kazakh, they got bounced in Turkestan.
Yes, but
So
it's nice
you
to have
can't have
a
you
large
can't
staff
have
of it.
everything.
But I actually regarding that and them getting bounced,
Mm.
me and Russia had made an arrangement now that Somalia and the Ajuuran Sultanate would get beautiful Russian vodka
Oh.
in exchange for I think it was coffee or something. I don't remember.
Oh.
So we're thinking about okay, how do we get a border or get them down as a south warm water port?
Oh God.
Uh, this wasn't a good start doing so. But anyways, that's something for another day.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
yes, and also Portugal everywhere. I think they have managed to get some centers, but they are have also managed to go to war to the Dutch. I think at this point, if you look at Formosa over there, for
That's
example.
actually not a war.
Oh, it's not okay because
Because basically they traded Formosa for Timor.
oh, they did okay because I was pretty sure at this point that oh yes, nice. The Dutch and Portuguese at war. I was afraid they would ally and be a problem against me, but no,
Mm.
this is good.
No, this is arranged, pretty
This
sure.
is arranged, I see.
Yes. And Dutch also give up Malacca to Ayutthaya, which is very interesting.
I don't think they could hold that for long anyways. That makes a
Yeah,
little bit of sense.
yeah, I suppose. I don't know if that was the correct choice for Ayutthaya though, because there's so many neutrals. They could go for like a Andaman or Sambas with these two fleets
If
instead.
they could have had yeah more builds the other way. Yep,
Yeah,
I agree. But I mean,
but it's an
what
interesting
I wanted
opening.
to get rid of the problem earlier. I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah, it's interesting.
Yep, hard to
Oi.
know. I'm boring you that much, am I
No,
see.
you gotta understand my sleep schedule once Imperial Diplomacy started. Oh God.
Oh yeah, I do understand actually. I've seen you pretty late with these live
Yep,
adjudications and stuff.
yep.
Oh yep,
I was those have been fun.
nice.
Anyways,
And also, I think did Bornu get 4 bills as well? Yeah, I think they did.
yep,
Yep.
they did. They have actually gotten that in all three games, I think. Even
They
though
just managed.
I
Hmm.
tried to make it so that Darfur would be an Abyssinian center, but Abyssinia has taken it exactly 0 times.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah,
Huh.
because basically they can guarantee it if they open to Sanar and Newer, but no one has opened to Newer yet, uh,
Huh.
which is
Yeah,
strange to me.
maybe. maybe it's always been so. This time it was they wanted to convoy stuff over immediately and
Mm,
thought they would get it to Red Sea.
yeah,
I'm not sure what happens in other games, but yeah,
yeah.
that's good for Bornu.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Bornu has been getting +4 every time, and that's like pretty good for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think
Uh,
Spain is also starting off pretty good here, which will
yep.
become
Spain is
relevant
having a
later.
good opening. Uh,
And
absolutely.
Britain, I think they had a great one. I think,
Yeah,
if I'm not
didn't
mistaken.
Britain like double?
I think they doubled. I think they
Yes, I think
every single unit took something.
I think this was pretty funny. They
Oh
rushed
yeah,
into Quebec here and Montreal with the Dutch.
and it worked.
It's an epic opening.
Oh
Very funny. Uh, French are all over in Americas already.
yeah, but I do not like this French position they have right there. That's
Yeah.
not good. Yeah, France also. I think we pretty quickly found out through talking with other colonials and
Mm.
regionals that they were the odd one out in Europe.
Yeah.
So this was
Yeah, they
expected.
also make a bit of a mistake here because Dutch could, of course, take Paris, so they try to bounce it, but
Oh, but they didn't work. Yeah,
yeah,
they just lost possible neutral.
yep, very sad.
Yeah, not a good thing for France. So some colonials like yeah, Portugal is still good though.
Mm.
They're still vibing. Okay, but
All
France
right,
will not to have fun. We
let's move
can
on.
continue maybe. Yep.
Let me skip to the leaderboard. Yes, this is the leaderboard. Britain did indeed double, uh, which is insane.
Yes, and here we see all these colonials starting off getting real big real fast.
Yeah,
And this,
because
yes,
the modifier between their starting supply center count and their victory condition is much lower than the regionals,
yes.
which is why this happens early on. But yeah,
And yeah,
you're sitting comfortably at sixth place,
I
tied with.
am, which is surprisingly high.
Yeah, you doubled.
Tied with I did double, and I have an A to start off with, so I
Woo!
get for
Exactly.
Bornu and Regal and
Exactly.
Tokugawa.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's a
and
good.
move
I think
goals.
it's a bad thing to be too high up here to start off
Yeah,
with.
very
Uh,
fair.
because
True.
after this, we like all the regionals quickly started talking. Oh no, the colonials, and they're being even more dramatic about them.
Yeah, I should write like a note for all new players that it's natural for colonials to start high on the leaderboard.
Yes, because this was not good for them. This just further like people were talking so much about how it should get them, and all over
Yeah.
the world, and in the African Union as well. Yeah. So this the fact that they did so well first year was a
Mm,
driving force for collaborate,
yeah.
collaborating against them.
Yep. Makes sense. All right. Let's move on to the actual builds. What do you build here? You build a ton
I
of
built a
fleets.
ton of fleets. Yes, I wanted to stay friendly with the Africans, and I wanted also, most of all, fleets are fun,
Mm,
and I wanted the
agreed.
sea.
Yeah.
I thought that in this position, I didn't really think I could die very quickly
Mm,
at all, just from the land. If I had control of the sea, I would be good.
yep. Makes sense. Yeah, I think Ajuuran is pretty hard to take from land. You really need that fleet support to break into them.
Yes, and if I had so many fleets as I have, it's hard. And I agreed with Abyssinia here. I think I got one army, they got one fleet. It's fine. They need two fleets to contend with the Ottomans.
Mm, makes sense.
So that's
Ottomans
yep.
is building a fleet to match that though in Mecca.
That will continue.
Yeah.
There will be so many fleets there. Oh God.
Oh god. All right.
Yes.
Is there any other builds you know that you care about?
Wow, crazy builds from Bornu. Who could have expected these builds?
Damn, they didn't build two
A
units on
fleet?
Lake Shad.
Wow,
Not okay.
insane. Okay.
Yeah, I know, right? I think this is funny that
Yes,
Poland is
this
building two
really
fleets.
shows that yeah they are going out into the Baltic,
Yeah,
and it's a bit scary. Like to build two fleets in initially and two armies as Poland. I'm not sure I would dare,
I would
just
never.
because yep, it leaves you vulnerable. But yeah,
Yeah, at least
we'll see how
Russia
it
only
goes.
builds one army over here.
Yes, they focus east, right? I think if
Yeah,
I'm not.
quite a lot.
Yep,
Put 3 armies over here, 3 armies over here. No extra
they're correct.
fleets.
No extra fleets. That's sad.
Fleets
I
are
like fleets in
for
Russia.
weak people.
Oh no, excuse me. I love my fleets. It's the best. You
Yeah.
can convoy with them. They have
Safavid built three
more use.
fleets, Bandrabas, Shiraz, and Tabriz.
Oh, Tabriz is also built.
Yeah,
It's
they just missed the build circle, it seems.
okay. Yeah,
So three
that's.
fleets for Safavid. That's a lot.
I remember
Alright.
talking like a little bit
Mm.
about with the Safavids here, and yeah, I just think we just figured out. Yeah, we're getting Portugal. Go get Portugal.
Nice.
Everyone is
So
happy.
they aim for Arabia then.
Yes, I think so. If I remember
Nice.
correctly.
Cool. Ottoman building heavy in Africa.
Yes,
Uh,
they have now like I've talked to them, and I don't think they've ever heard from Abyssinia,
mm.
ever. I think Abyssinia has just stayed silent with them. So
Oh,
or just said something that they will go to war with them or something. I think the Ottoman
okay.
player talked to me about it and said that they will have to focus Africa because that's the only place they have a neighbor that really won't change their mind no matter what.
Mm.
And they were really pestering me now to fight them. And
Mm.
didn't I don't think they liked my builds, but yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I came up with some excuses about Portugal.
Of course.
But then afterwards, I would attack them shortly. Just wait. One more year, and I'm coming.
One more year.
One more
Alright.
year.
Alright. Let's move
That's
on
what I
to year
say,
two.
anyways. Go for it.
Uh, let's see here. Ooh, there we go. Okay. So you're moving a lot.
Everywhere I can, move.
Yep. All the fleets
uh,
moving out. Right here. As fast as possible.
yes.
There's a lot of bounces though in the south.
Yes, there are. But for me, I wasn't too worried about that. I assumed many would bounce. I hoped maybe I would get into one of St. Chel's or Comoros because
Mm.
maybe Portugal would go other way, but that was just dreaming, really.
Mm.
Um, I knew I had time on my side. I just needed to get the fleets into the action, the other ones, and I
Mm.
would win that war with Portugal eventually.
Mm.
I was a bit worried about that in maybe stabbing me because they had just got to Gulf of Tadora, built a fleet, and had an army in Ausa, so they could have attacked me. So I went and said will have to move to Gala, which
Mm.
I was happy about because I could say to Ottomans, "See, I'm coming to help."
Just a small little move.
Yes, yes.
I kind of like a Gala as a tile. I think
Gala
it's
is cool.
interesting.
Gala is scary also because it borders three of my centers, and
Mm.
it's yeah. I don't want to lose Gala,
Mm. Makes sense. I don't
but
think we have
somehow.
seen a single player except the Ajuuran players in a Gala over the course of all three games.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Huh. Well,
Which is kind of funny.
that's I think this could really change if you had played more games. I think
Yeah.
that's the way to kill them. Don't kill them, please. We like Ajuran.
Yes, we do.
And yes, I think this is the first time Bornu stabs the Dutch.
Oh, the first.
Yes, the first.
The
Yes,
first.
the
Damn.
first of many. Yes.
Alright. Okay, so all out on Guinea, it seems. Getting into Lagos, that's great. Getting to Grunchi, yeah, okay, that's just full tempo. I like that.
Yeah, so you're going, and as you can see, so the Congo is working with me against Portugal, Abyssinia is fighting the Ottomans, and Bornu is fighting the Dutch. So the African Union is holding.
Damn.
Yep, it's working out. And now, come on, I think isn't this when the Dutch fight the Portuguese, or are they still friends? I don't remember.
Uh, I don't know,
It,
but there's a convoy to stay home.
I didn't remember that. That's random. That's pretty
That's
funny.
very funny.
Yeah, I think they must have given up Luanda. It's impossible to do anything with, anyways.
Yeah, yeah, that
Just
colony
creates a horrible
sucks.
diplomatic
Yeah,
situation. So
yeah, very interesting. Okay. Let's see. So
it
I
looks
just
like
wanna.
Shosa worked for some reason down there. It looks like it didn't bounce, but I think it's supposed to bounce.
That's probably supposed to
Yeah, I
bounce. Yeah.
suppose it's just a mistake, probably.
Yeah. They're.
Okay,
What's?
maybe they aren't
Are they
fighting.
attacking each other? No, because
It
this is a
doesn't.
self bounce.
Okay, I don't think they're attacking yet. Okay,
Not yet.
spoiler alert. No.
Oh yeah, Spain is going hard against Mapuche here. I forgot that.
Yeah,
Going
it's
to
going to be a couple of
SPO.
rough years for Mapuche forwards, but then
Yeah, for sure.
yep.
All right.
But I think the main thing this phase for me, I was really afraid of Congo now
Mm.
because I saw how quickly they managed to get everything in on their side of Africa. Like Luanda was moved, and they're getting Portuguese out there, no problem. I
Hmm.
was afraid, where would all those armies go after Portugal is done?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I was at
that's
this point trying to become, I'm your greatest friend, Congo. Please don't stab me.
yippee!
Yes, we've known each other for years, surely.
Woo!
It's been,
How
yeah,
amazing.
so that was scary. But other than that, future prospects looking good.
Mm?
Uh, and yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Majorly looks like a positioning year for you.
yes, I didn't really have many centers I could get early, right away
Mm.
if I wanted to, because that's one of the problems with bordering a lot of sea tiles and stuff. There's not a lot of there's not many centers. I mean, right
Mm.
outside of Ajuuran, like
Yeah,
in the
exactly.
sea. Uh,
Yeah, you kind of need to get a tile away to
yeah,
start
I
getting
think
to the
this
dots.
would normally incentivize them going straight up in Arabia or straight into Africa with armies and stuff. But I wanted to stay on the good side of the Africans, and I wanted
Mm.
fleets.
Yep.
So
Into the Indian
playing a
Ocean.
little bit longer. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, the Indian Ocean. Oh, I wanted that so bad. It was a dream.
Yeah. Maybe you'll succeed. We'll have to see.
Maybe.
All
All right.
right. Let's move on. Uh, fall year two. All right. So what's going on here?
Um, I was very happy to see this phase go through
Hmm?
because Burundi did get. Well, I did get Burundi. I was afraid Congo would just take Bunyoro or something. Who knows? I didn't really
Hmm.
think they needed me anymore because at this point Portugal had stopped talking to anyone at all. They were playing gunboat, which
Hmm.
meant they weren't as much of a threat. So I was afraid they
Hmm.
would like tempo me, but they kept to their word and everything, which was nice, and we made some
That's
progress
pretty
against.
sweet.
Yep,
Yeah, looks like
Portugal.
you are getting down into a lot of sea tiles down here.
Uh,
Mascarene Sea, Seychelles Sea.
I don't think I'm getting to Comoros.
Yeah,
No,
no, that's a bounce.
yep,
Yep.
but that's fine.
But like
Ismail
you
can
have
stay
two
there.
on Sakalava now,
I do.
and you can tap Comoros Sea, so that's guaranteed right now.
So it's looking good.
Yep,
It's
it
basically the
does.
thing.
It
And
does look
here I
good.
started talking more with the Dutch, and we were like, ah, yeah, we're friends. I want to take Mauritius, and we're good. Because they were a little bit worried about that center.
Yeah, makes sense. We're friends. I just need to take your
We're
dots first.
friends. And now I'm sure they're fighting the Portuguese because I remember when I bordered it,
Hmm.
we did talk together about them attacking.
Makes sense.
Yep. And I think I finished scoring Socotra now as well,
Yep, looks like it. That's very
which
nice,
is
honestly.
good. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's it for the south. That's really important to mention. I didn't really like how Portugal went so much north for some reason.
Mm.
Like even Sulu went up that way.
Mm.
But yeah,
Yeah,
it
not
is
a
how
big
it
fan,
is.
huh?
No, nope. Why not another front?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Dutch didn't even try to go into Crozet Basin here because that could get him Zulu.
Yes, but I would have assumed that Portugal went to Crosset Basin. Maybe
Yeah, fair.
isn't that the natural place to go?
Yeah,
And I
and I
think
suppose they're actually taking Ceylon here.
yes, which is nice.
Oh damn, yeah, this looks brutal.
Yep.
This is a
Oh,
bloodbath.
and Mugul actually going strong here as well.
Yeah. They're in Tsangpa, they're in Bamo. This looks solid. They're in
Yes, going everywhere.
Bukhara and Uskin. Damn.
I think this is a war that's like with between Russia, Safavids, and Mughal, that a little triangle thing that I think that
Mm.
lasts for quite a while. If
Mm.
I'm not mistaken. Yep.
Interesting. Very
And
interesting.
we also see now the Ottomans. I think they have started to really grow big now.
Mm. Yeah.
And
Oh damn, they're in
yes.
Timbuktu.
Uh, so at this point, like before this, I was like, yeah, Ottomans. I think they are. I consider them my main ally because they border so many people I want to be weak. But then at
Mm.
this point, I think I always see the leaderboard afterwards. I'm like, oh no, I don't want them to win.
Uh-oh.
That would be bad.
Yeah, that would be horrible. Uh, All right. Before we move on to the leaderboard, I say we take a look at some of the stronger powers here. And
Yes,
I think one of them that which we really need to like take a look at is Spain, who is really just starting to take full control over this entire area here.
I agree. Yeah, they are
Uh,
also taking advantage of many of the other colonials, like
yep,
Portugal, for example, having a hard time.
yep. And especially down here in South America, they're already down in Chiloé and
Yeah, there were
Valdivia.
some interesting moves by Mapuche
Yeah, it sure
that
seems like
didn't
it.
really
Where's
work
that?
out this time.
Oh, damn, Portugal has Australia. Nice.
We'll see how long that lasts.
Yeah. Yeah, there's some funny moves. And
Oh,
oh
and
yeah,
yes, Russia made some good moves against the Qing.
yeah, Rip
And
Ching.
that's really important because I think how this war starts really defines the whole rest. Because, well, I think in all the games they fight pretty
Yep,
early.
very
And
correct.
I think in the rest of them, Qing starts off better.
Hmm. Yeah, Ching
Uh,
has stabbed every time except this one, where Russia stabs.
oh, it was a stab the other times. I would just assume every other player would just think you can't have a friendly border there. What do you mean?
Fair.
Like how the map is laid out. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, but I just think they. Well, it was a stab. Okay. Did Ching think they were gonna be friends? Maybe.
I'm not sure about this game actually.
I
But
think they were fighting,
okay,
or at least knew they would. Yeah. No matter. Russia doing great.
they are. Because they're already they did convoy over that army to Norway as we said, and they managed to take
Yes.
Trondheim.
And now look at this Swedish position. That's horrible.
Yeah, yeah. What is Britain doing in Oslo?
Already. Yeah, that's so quick also too.
Yeah,
They
that's
have
some very,
Oslo and
and they have an
Bergen already.
army in Normandy. Yeah, that's
Yes, the
really well
D-Day
done.
has begun.
Yeah, and they're doing good in the Caribbean. They're already in Cap 80N. They're doing great in New France. Yeah, like this British
Yep.
position looks super solid. And they're not even dead in India yet.
Yeah, oh, no, no, not at all. I think they've managed to work out uh, a good like deal with
Mm,
Mughal. I
mm,
think they've remained friends for a long time still.
mm. That's nice.
Uh,
We can see that the Safavid build investment here was paid
it
off
worked out. Yes, it
because
worked out.
Portugal just collapsed over in Oman, which is great.
But there is one problem with the Portuguese fleet going to Bandar Abbas, right? No, yeah, no, it bounced. Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, it bounced.
Oh, okay.
That could have been very scary. Uh,
Yeah,
all right.
all good.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, we're in a very interesting position
Yeah, and this
overall
is
right
also
here.
when Bornu is really like, okay, the Ottomans are everywhere. I have to fight them.
Mm,
So they start working with Abyssinian there, I think.
mm.
And that will be a long and gruesome war that goes on and off, just like in a certain other
Just
video by the Diplostrats.
yeah, just like in Game B.
Yes,
It's almost like this area needs some changes.
maybe it does.
Possibly.
Hmm. Okay,
Hmm.
should we look at the leaderboard?
Yep. Sounds good. Leaderboard. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This was what you were talking about when you said inverted. Oh
Yes,
well.
it's inverted.
It's not very nice looking, but we can see Spain in the top. They have 8 builds. They're at 35 centers already, and they're looking really solid. Uh,
Yes.
you only got one build here in Burundi. Uh, how do you feel about that?
Well, I didn't expect more. I was thinking that with the way I went, like
Mm.
for trying to focus the ocean, I did understand that I wouldn't gain as much as quickly. The problem here was that I saw Congo getting three. I saw Spain and the colonials going bananas, and I was afraid I would never be able to catch up.
Yeah, that makes a
So
lot of
yeah,
sense.
I got a sense of urgency here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very fair. I think I did the same in my game. Just s- really wanting to keep up as much as possible all the time.
Yes. So this made me want to. Really wanted someone to stop the top powers from just getting out of hand and ending the game too quickly. And many people were really onto this,
Mm.
um, which meant, well, I kind of wanted to stab Abyssinia here and actually follow through with the Ottomans. plans, I think, because I saw them as one way of stopping Spain.
Wow, 7 builds?
Yes, that's also the other problem. We didn't want them to be too strong either. So
Yeah, that's
yeah,
a lot of builds.
everyone. It was really hard knowing what to do, and this is when I was really sad that I was just a little power in the Horn of Africa. I couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Just little
Yeah,
regional.
it do be like that a bit as
So this is when
regionals.
you want to be a colonial, so you can make sure
Yeah.
that yeah.
But then you're the one policed.
That's a problem as well.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah, I'm both looking forward to playing a colonial, but also dreading it because I know I'll get killed.
I don't think it's a good idea to be first place in the second year or something.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Take it chill as a colonial and then
take it chill. Play it
speed up.
as Turkey.
Yep, makes sense. All
Continue
right.
on.
Builds. What are you building? You're building
Well,
another
guess
fleet.
what? Guess what? I like my fleets.
It sure seems like you do.
And yes, and I was so happy to see Congo also building fleets there because we did
Mm.
talk about it, and I was worried, and we started dividing up Africa and stuff and figure out who would get what. Um, I didn't want all those armies to continue into me, so yeah. But they are playing nice and they are making fleets,
Mm.
which
That
is good.
seems lovely for you.
And actually, I think they had 3 builds there and only built 2. So they
Yes, I
even
think that was correct.
chose not to build an army because they said they wouldn't, which was
Yes.
really nice.
Wait. No, they only had 2.
Oh, they had 3. Okay, I think that it was some other time then because I think there's a point when they do that. But
But that also looks wrong because I think they had 10 the last year, so.
who knows what happened?
Yeah.
Some
We're
something.
fine.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's good. Abyssinia had no builds for them. They lost Havara and Gade Aden last phase.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Um,
pretty solid.
and the Ottomans are going haywire, building things all over the place.
Lovely. Yeah, they're. Oh my god, this is a lot of fleets. And they're messed
Yes.
up.
Oh, a little bit.
Just a
All of
little
them
bit.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah,
Huh,
this one as
that's
well.
that's sad. Oh well.
Oh well.
But yes, the Mediterranean will be flooded soon.
Hmm. I
We
love
like
to
to see
see
it.
Russia just changing direction, building everything here instead now.
I think it makes sense though. They are
Yeah,
winning
yeah,
in
yeah.
the east
Yeah, and
and
they
the
lost
west.
Astrakhan to
Yes, so
Statbed.
and they're losing in the west. So yes, that makes sense.
Yep,
They're
makes sense.
mixing it. And Spain is building. Where are they building again here?
Army.
Yes, they're gonna take Iberia.
Rip Portugal. They're building fleet, army, fleet, and maybe something in Indonesia?
This
Yep,
colony
fleet.
is surprisingly like they
I
have.
love this one.
Yeah, it's just going to go and go and go.
Yeah, this is like my favorite colony on the
Yeah,
entire board in general.
and it's a
I
cool
think.
place to be as well. I think.
Yeah, looks fun to play, and especially if you like can establish control over the Pacifics as Spain, and you can have this like as your point of I don't know, like a point of power while
Yeah, you can
going
grow
over the
without having
Pacific.
too many units. Maybe I think
Yeah.
it's possible.
Yep.
Yep.
Interesting.
Because
They're
we
in
have
Bay of
Dutch
Tonkin
Indonesia.
here.
Oh,
That's a pretty interesting position. I'll
I
almost
don't
forgot about
remember what happened there, but I'm not sure it will work out. We'll see.
that. Yeah, we'll have to see. All right. Let's skip along. Oh,
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 is there an?
I named that file the wrong thing. Okay. Let's see here. So this is spring. Uh, you are moving a lot of fleets.
Yes, but I was not happy with bouncing in Medina. That was sad.
Yeah, you bounced everywhere.
Uh, I think this results in a bounce everywhere. I only managed to further
That's
Congo.
pretty sad.
So, and at this point, I was like, no, why are they defending so much against me and no one else? They're even moving away from the other people. It was so sad.
Yeah, that is very
Uh,
sad to see indeed. We don't like this.
and this made it more and more like, okay, this is not working. I'm not getting any builds anywhere, and people are growing super fast. I want to stab someone. So I took the knife out. At this point, I was just looking for someone to stab. So that Dutch Mauritius is looking mighty tasty right now.
Yum yum. Yeah,
Yum yum
understandable.
indeed.
I'd do that as well.
I'm not sure I'd take it though. I think yeah, we'll have to
Oh,
see. But
you're patient.
and I'm well at this point I didn't really feel patient, but people can talk charmingly, so
Yes.
maybe they will talk me out of it.
Makes
But
sense.
yes, it was not a good phase for me. I did not feel like things were going very well, and older people were growing fast and advancing. So this
I
was
love
scary.
seeing Congo in South Atlantic this early on.
Yes, at least that's the good thing here. They started moving some armies west, like you can see at least one in the middle there going that way, and readying up for Congo for convoys. I mean,
Yep.
um, so there were some good things about this, but for example, Bornu moving to Ujuku,
Yeah, that's suspicious.
not a fan, very suspicious. I think they said they were going to do it just to core it, and I'm like, why? Why
Why
are
would
you
you
going to?
core it?
Why would you core it? Yes.
That
I
seems
don't want you
like
to
aggressive.
core it. Yes. So we'll. I think that discussion will continue to the next phase, actually.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
and I think yes, Abyssinia is getting a little bit beat up. Uh,
They get into Sana.
they do get into Sana, but they lose position wise elsewhere. You
Yeah,
said
yeah,
no.
true, true, true.
Ah, maybe
Yeah,
they actually.
they lose Red Sea.
Maybe this is a good thing for them though. They need the build.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
this is only spring, so they might be able
yeah.
to retake it. Maybe? I don't know.
I'm not sure
Oh
they
yeah, they only
will.
have
They
two
though.
units
They
here.
have to. Yeah, I don't think they will be able to stop that.
Well, that's sweet.
So that's good for Abyssinia. But I was happy to see no one winning there. At this point, I was talking to both sides and promised both sides, yes, of course, I will help you soon. And I came to the conclusion, you know what? Let's not. Let's just hope they fight forever.
Yeah, makes
It
sense.
seems it felt too difficult for me to get builds quickly there, so I didn't really want to point my knife there yet. But at the same time, I was really yeah, I was really jittery at this point in the game
Mm.
because I didn't get that many builds and didn't have that many paths
Yeah,
there.
that makes sense. Yeah, the
So
moment
my
you
head was
stop
everywhere.
the moment you stop gaining builds is so scary
Yes, in variants
because you
like
really
these,
need them.
it's a race
Mm.
in this thing.
It is a
But
race, kinda, sadly.
and the weird ass conflict in Mughal Safavids Russia continues as
Oh yeah,
always.
yeah. This is border gore.
Yes, the border war will continue.
This
It
is
will.
a lot of border gore.
Yeah,
Not a fan.
it's a never-ending war. But I think
Yeah.
Ottomans and Russia made peace here, and yeah,
Mm.
maybe no, they did not.
No,
Never mind.
because Ottomans are
Yes,
supporting them into
yeah,
Astrakhan.
because I think that alliance also will shift a little bit here and there.
Yeah, makes sense. Very interesting.
Yep,
But they are also in Kabul.
they are in Kabul, which is a weird place for them to be. No, they're not in
Wait,
Kabul.
what is going on? Why is there two
Why?
units
What?
here?
Why is that arrow pointing to Kabul?
And why is there two
Okay,
units in Kabul?
okay, I'm not sure what's happening. These maps
Yeah,
are confusing.
I think that there
You
might be
designed
some.
this game. What happens? What's happening?
I don't know the GM. The GM happened.
Okay.
Yeah, damn. It's weird. We'll have to see if this fixes itself. Hopefully it does. Because that feels off. Anyways, Russia continuing doing really well. They're
Oh
doing
yeah.
some funny moves over here. Uh,
It's yeah. It looks to be going good.
yeah,
Um,
is this some sort of peace arrangement?
I think I think it is
They're
actually.
backing off.
They are backing off, but they are bouncing in a mur though. Are they like
Yeah.
trying to say we're going to make peace? Oh no, I made a misorder. That's too bad.
Oh
We're still at
no.
peace though. Move away for me, please.
Mm.
That may be what's happening here.
Maybe? I'm not sure.
Because
Interesting.
Ching seems to think that they are at peace at least.
Yeah. Interesting. Hmm. Very interesting. Oh
And the
well.
Mughal helps against there, yep. And Bornu, I think, yeah, here I think they they make peace with the Dutch here soon,
Oh
maybe.
yeah,
Yeah,
the Dutch.
because of the
Uh,
Ottomans.
yeah,
Because of the
makes sense.
Ottomans.
Makes sense.
Um, And they even got support from Poland, which is nice.
Oh yeah, into Timbuktu.
But are they fighting in Europe, Poland and the Ottomans? That's the question. Maybe.
I don't think
No.
so. They're just supporting.
So that's kind of funny.
Wait,
they're fighting in Africa, but not in Europe. All right,
that's weird.
keep
Oh
those
well.
things separate. And Sweden here, poor Sweden. This is
Poor Sweden.
travesty.
Oh God.
Look at this.
What is this?
Uh, this is
Murder?
something that will set them up for failure in the next phase, I think.
Yep, makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah,
This
I
is
love this big Dutch, by the way. It's so
yeah.
funny.
They're creating a land European empire here. They're not.
Yep,
They don't
very
want to lose
lovely.
the capital. Maybe.
It's great.
And Spain here and the Ottomans are not fighting, and I was mad
Yeah.
at that. I didn't. So the Ottomans were mad at me for not positioning against Abyssinia, and I were mad at them for not attacking Spain. So we just, I think
How
our
lovely.
relationship slowly but surely deteriorated a little bit during this time.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh God, I almost forgot how dominating Spain's moves were here.
Oh yeah, I said they have no enemies. They are expanding on every front.
Yeah,
People
like
were
this,
starting to panic.
the just this European theater, like, oh,
Yep. And even in South America, still, I think they're doing like good as well. Yeah,
looks like it.
they've managed to make
Peace?
kind of peace with Mapuche. I think they're just
Oh, I
promising to
remember
vassal
this.
them.
I
Yes,
remember this.
I think Mapuche has said they will vassalize now.
Yes, because this
Yes,
is the point where a new Mapuche player entered the game,
yes,
who will play for the rest. Amazing player, I love him. Ambrosius. But he basically offered vassalship to Spain here, if I'm not wrong, and it will have some pretty fun
yeah. We'll have to
consequences.
continue looking at Mapuche down here.
Yeah,
Later. That'll be
for
fun.
sure. Yeah, but like Spain is
Yeah, Spain just
really solid.
only really has Britain as and then
Yeah,
yeah,
this looks chaos.
yeah. This everything's happening.
Yeah,
Oh,
what the
boy.
hell is going on? Oh well.
Who knows? Won't
Yeah,
have
and
time for
Spain is
everything.
just chilling over here as well. No,
Yeah,
they're not expanding, but they're chilling.
they've made peace with Ayutthaya and
Yeah.
looks to be attacking the Dutch. That's a knife
Yeah,
in the Dutch back.
because Manado
One of
is
many
not
knives
guarded.
they will receive this game.
Manado is not even guarded, so.
Yep,
Or Makassar. They can take both.
they can, and I
Yeah,
think they will.
Celebes to Makassar and Halmahera to Manado. That's great. Wow, that's a great stab. Did they stab in
So
South America? Not really.
in yeah, I wouldn't say so.
Yeah, it's like this move. But that's.
I think that's against Portugal.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
So
That's pretty
who
funny.
knows?
Yeah,
So Spain is popping off, and they have not many enemies at all.
yep. So
Doing
far.
great. It's putting a spook into the regional community.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I haven't seen any Spain like walk down the coast like this.
But they are, so
They are.
slowly but surely getting there. But where are they getting? That's the question.
Yeah, it looks like towards Poland, but
But can they ever hold that? It's a question. I'm not
that's
sure I would want to go down there.
yeah,
I
it's
think I
a
would
weird area.
stay or
Yeah.
go up. Yeah, but okay, it's up
Yeah,
to
I'd
them.
rather take them at this reunion.
But they have just made out some kind of deal with the Ottomans, even though
Yeah.
both were building so many fleets and are
Yeah,
moving them out.
it's very funny.
And
And
this
just
frustrated me so much in the game. I wanted them to fight. I wanted those two powers to stagnate in the Mediterranean, but they didn't want to stagnate in the Mediterranean. Funny that.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I say we move on.
Yes. That sounds good.
All right. So what are you doing during fall here?
I
Uh,
am getting somewhere.
you're
Happy
getting
to see it.
somewhere.
I'm getting somewhere.
Let's go.
I'm getting many places actually. I
Mhm.
think. Oh, what was I? I don't quite remember what my move against England was here. Like
That's
Britain.
pretty funny.
Maybe. Huh. What was I thinking? Oh yes, now I remember. I wanted to get to Arabian Sea. The big issue with this
Ah.
area is that I have only Somali bases. I can have as many. I could have 100 fleets, and I could never ever get to like Arabia without Gulf of Dora, which I could
Yeah.
never ever get if they had the strength of two to support,
Yep.
which
Makes
is all
sense.
they need. So I felt locked out of the world. I hated Somali Basin with a passion. And I just looked at the moves and thought maybe it's possible that Great Britain just vacates. I will just not tell them I'm going there and
Mm.
hope I can get in, not to go against them, but to take Arabian Sea and actually
Makes sense.
do something. Yes, I think I talked a lot to Mughal now, or not
Mm.
a lot. I talked some with them about them maybe allowing me into there or convoying something for me to Arabia because at this point I had gone like gotten so much like to know Abyssinia and the African powers, and we well solid alliance. Like still, none of the Africans are fighting. African Union is going strong. It's 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 beneficial, and I really, really, really don't want an enemy with Congo. So I want to, yeah, but everyone wants me to attack the Dutch, and they want me to attack the Ottomans,
Mm.
which I'm
Makes
doing
sense.
neither at the moment. So I wanted to actually get to Arabia, and I wanted to maybe figure out if I could stab the Dutch soon.
Mm.
The Dutch were
That
nice,
makes a
so I
lot of
did.
sense, actually.
Yep, that was what I was thinking at this moment. And Congo actually moved things away from me, and life were good. Life is good.
Awesome. Yeah, they're making some pretty aggressive moves towards South America, South Africa.
And this is also the time when Congo stabs the Dutch and take Bolshosa and Saint Helena.
Ooh,
Um,
that I like that.
yes,
That's very cool.
and
Yeah,
yeah,
I really like how Congo played this game in general. They played
yep.
well.
And it was cool how they played as well with like focusing fleets and stuff. I like fleets. I
Yeah,
support
fleets are
this.
great. Yeah, I really like this
Yeah,
naval Congo approach.
because here
Very.
we started talking. How will me and Congo? How will we not go to war? How can
Mm.
we retain peace in Africa? And the only way was okay. We had to go to the sea.
Yep.
And if we could both have like a common enemy there, because the Dutch were present in the east and in the west. So if they went ahead and tried to take South America, their South America colony maybe, and the Bornu could take the West Africa colony, and I could go out and take the like Asian colonies, everyone would be happy.
That
So we all
sounds pretty
decided
cool.
that well, maybe the Dutch gotta go.
Maybe.
So at this point, I think the Dutch just, without realizing it, had all of Africa as an enemy.
Damn. Poor guy.
Yes, so good luck to them,
Poor
I gotta say.
guy.
But only Congo was officially attacking them at this point, but everyone else were planning
Mm.
to.
Interesting.
Yes, not an easy life. And Mapuche lost their capital.
Yes, they. Yeah, Spain got into the capital here.
They said
Uh,
they will vassalize after all.
yeah, exactly. Oh God, Spain is working so aggressively here.
Yep, this is an amazing turn for Spain.
Yeah, they are. They're up in France. They're in Lisbon. Oh my God,
And then
they're
they
taking
got
all of
both of
this.
them.
Yeah, it's great.
And they got Edo, not to mention. They have
Oh
begun their
yeah, they're in
assault in Japan.
Japan. So funny.
Yes,
Yeah,
and yeah, and Russia is definitely fighting Qing now. There's no question about it. Even though Qing is
yeah,
still moving away, but this may be a stab then.
yeah. I remember something special about this turn. I think there was supposed to be a trade of Ikuri against Highland Pao, but Ching walked out of Highland
Why?
Pao.
So they're not actually fighting.
No, no, they're not
Yeah,
fighting.
it was weird that Russia was like holding so much and
Yeah,
pouring instead. But what
yep,
is Qing
that's
doing?
yeah. I think she was a newer player,
Oh
sadly.
no,
Uh,
Cassandra, how can you bully such new players? It's not okay.
yeah. Okay. Um, but
Oh,
anyways, oh,
I think
let's see here.
something happened to your mic for a second there.
Oh,
Oh no, it's good.
still
Okay,
working?
nice, it's
Okay,
working.
awesome.
Nice.
Okay, cool. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, my wait, hold on. All right. So do we think we're done with this phase?
I think so.
Okay, great. Let's move on to uh builds. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. That leaderboard we had. A while ago. Right here.
That's
This is the
here.
leaderboard of this
Okay.
year.
Yes. And
Okay. So
11
you're
freaking builds with Spain.
what? Oh
Yeah,
my god.
that's insane. They got up to 56%, and all of us down here, those plebs are like 25%, 23%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's quite insane. That's a bit too quick, I think.
Yes.
A bit too
So
quick.
the world is getting spooked, and that's the talk of the like.
Spooked. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think spooked is the correct word here.
Yes. So everyone really started getting serious about stopping the Spain thing because people were talking about it last year, but now
Mm.
people are like, this is not stopping.
This is not Doki
This is not
Doki.
okay. Okay. Yeah. And I have
Yeah,
one
makes
build,
sense. You have a build
and
because you took Sakalava.
yes, so at least I grow every year still.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I really forgot how slowly you got builds these last few
yes, the
first few years.
the only ways I really didn't feel relevant to start off with. The only way I actually like the only times I really gained much was when I stabbed people. So
Makes sense.
um, it's the stabs that's what works.
Stabbing
And
is good, my
regarding
friends.
stabs, as you can see in the Netherlands, which were previously pretty high up there, now
Mm.
got -5, and
Rip.
they're also at 25. So they got stabbed by a lot of people.
Yep, and you have this plan to just shut them down everywhere?
Well, yes, that won't stop anytime soon, it seems.
Rip.
Yeah, I think people like they got into many arguments with people like the Dutch with other countries. So countries started like
Mm.
people started telling me, if you want to be friends with me, just stab the Dutch.
Mm.
So there was a lot of pressure to stab them, and
Yeah, makes sense.
that was nice though because I wanted to take their centers, so
Mm.
no problem. Um,
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's move back to the build map, I say. Uh, so here's the build map.
yes,
I think you like this.
I was so happy when I saw this. Like I felt like the Portuguese, without even talking to me, had some kind of vendetta against me because they had used so many units and never
Mm.
disbanded on my front. But now
Mm.
finally it happened. Units are gone,
And
so
you are free
I am
to
free.
do whatever.
And
There's not
this,
even a unit next. Oh, no, never mind. There's
yeah,
crossing.
but at this point we were like, okay, me and Congo, we agreed. Yes, the war for South Africa and like is over. South and
Mm.
East Africa, we have won it. So
Woo.
I was happy to see this. I thought maybe I can get some builds finally. And
Mm.
talking about,
Finally pays off.
yeah, I kind of wanted to not stab the Dutch like completely. I wanted them to just give me Mauritius.
Mm.
I think maybe that worked. This phase,
Mm.
I'm not sure. So I talked to them about
Exciting.
that, and of course there was one big choice I had now because I had been in this itch for a while now. I saw how Spain was doing great and everything, and everyone in the African Union talked. We have to support the Ottomans and get them to attack Spain.
Yep.
So
Makes sense.
uh,
Holy
look
crap, Spain
at
has many builds.
yes, look at all these things, and even the Ottomans had to realize that yes, this is a problem that won't go
Are
away.
you literally building in every center in Europe? Yes, they are.
Yes,
Oh,
and even
God.
some fleets. That's so many.
Yeah.
They have so many.
Oh my God. And I guess they're still building in the colonies as well. Yeah, one,
Yes,
two, three, four, uh,
and we saw
five.
that it looked like maybe they
Oh
would
my
get were
God.
getting Tokugawa and Mapuche as vassals, and people were super scared that they would just
Yeah.
go badonkers. So we all agreed, okay,
Koopa Dunkers.
yes. So even Abyssinia here talked about how about I just stop attacking them. But
That's
then
pretty funny.
I didn't really like that idea because where would they go?
Yeah.
uh, so instead I said no, we can. It's fine. We can continue attacking them. I've been
They can
trying
do
to
both.
get to Arabia for so long because I had been looking at the game A
Mm.
and seeing how much success Ajuuran had in Arabia, and I was so jealous. So, which is why I tried getting to Arabian Sea earlier and stuff. So we
Mm.
finally found out that yes, we can do a convoy here, can't we? Majertine
Convoy.
to Kathiri or something through
Oh.
Socotra. This is of course an interesting thing
Oh.
because well
Oh no.
in this period, it turns out you can't convoy through islands, but neither me or Abyssinia knew this at the time.
Yeah, and in my other variants you often can.
Yes. And I had just the last variant I had played was another of your variants, and I had loved to convoy 3
Yeah.
islands in that one. So I saw
You're
no
right, that
problem
was
with
like
this.
right before this
That
or
was right
something.
before this, and I had many fleets and many convoys there as well. So I was used to this. You can convoy through islands, no problem.
Oh no.
So Abyssinia was stoked, and I was stoked, and yes, I can finally get boots on the ground and have another front to grow. Great
Mm.
success. Meanwhile, the Ottomans were
No.
just really pestering me about, come on, please attack Abyssinia. You have won
Mm.
against Portugal now, send things north.
Mm.
Um, and that meant that at some point, like right at the end, I think 10 minutes before the deadline, I I talked to Ottomans about this and stuff, and I realized you can't convoy through Socotra. I'm not sure how I found out. I think I talked to some other idols about it or something.
Mm.
So I thought,
Hmm.
what now? I'm not
Mm.
going to get to Arabia. Maybe I should just make the Ottomans strong instead and have them attack Spain and everything and break the African Union. I was
Oh
afraid of.
no!
Yes, I
Not
was
the African
really
Union.
afraid of Congo. That's the thing. I think this is the first phase like I started to actually trust them because they
Mm.
had been so good every time, but I still was
Mm.
afraid of the armies. So I was scared here, but I also saw potential. If I stabbed both the Dutch and the Abyssinians this phase, think of all the builds. Think of the
Of the
dots.
builds.
The dots. We like
Yes,
dots. Yes. So
we like
I
those.
think that's what I decided this year I would do this. Yeah.
But you're still building a fleet.
I'm still being a fleet because as per my like uh deals with
Agreement.
agreements, yes, with both Abyssinia and Congo and stuff, I'm supposed to not build more armies. Which was made
Okay.
stabbing really hard because
Yeah, you only have 3 armies.
I'm not
That's
sure
how it
how I
works.
went and dug myself my own grave by basically agreeing to not build armies at all as long as Congo didn't build armies at all.
Yeah.
And it works though, they didn't build armies, so that's good.
Yeah, they built double fleet here, and that's like
Yes.
pretty insane.
So that works. But I need armies as well. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, very interesting. Okay, are you ready to move on to Spring
I
45?
am ready.
All right, Dan, there's a lot of arrows now.
Yes, and
Wait,
now I had a fleet
wait.
in the Indian
Oh,
Ocean.
I
Well,
think we
this this
this is
is a
where we're
fall.
missing spring.
Yes, this is fall.
We're missing. Wait, no, this
No.
is spring.
Okay. Well,
We have spring. Okay,
okay. So,
let's
wonder how it happens. I
spoilers.
will return in the ocean. Yes.
Spoilers.
um. Okay. Yep. So in general, we're moving so much south against Portugal, no problem. And up here, you see they tried to do the convoy.
No.
I think they tried to do Gulf of Todora tried to convoy Marajeti into Kathiri.
Uh,
Well,
yeah, that's
and
hard.
that would never work. And instead, I stabbed them, and Ottomans are happy, and I am happy.
I'm surprised. You went to Varsangali so you could convoy?
I went to Vorsangri so I could convoy, yes.
Yeah, and I suppose the threat of Gala versus Varsangali isn't that big of a difference.
Uh,
Yeah, Varsangali is better.
yes,
I agree.
I could go to the same places, just I could be convoyed as well.
Yeah,
So
makes sense.
Varsangali. Besides, I wanted a blue Varsangali, not a brown Varsangali.
Fair.
This is important. Yes.
Coloring is
So
important.
the stab is going on. At the same time, I walk into the Indian Ocean, and I have agreed with the Dutch that yes, I'm not stabbing you. We're good. I
Nice.
will only take Mauritius.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
happy days.
Yippee.
You can trust me, the Dutch, and the Netherlands, no problem.
Trust me. Trust me, bro.
Trust me, bro. We're good. So
Mm,
they are happy as well. And I'm taking Portugal, and yep, everything is going great, except for the fact that the African Union is not happy.
yeah.
Congo is really
Uh-oh.
like, no, stupid.
No. What have you done?
Hey, what have you done? Um, and Abyssinia is, they were like, okay, that's sad.
That's sad.
What now?
Yeah.
Uh,
No.
and
No.
and they were not angry. They were just. disappointed.
They were just disappointed, yeah.
And it led to me like
Ah.
saying that, okay, but hear me out. I'm going to have an amazing turn. I
Oh.
That's what I said. How about I just go to Gondar and I get to first place, and you become my vassal, and you get second place. Great success. And they said, yeah,
Oh.
that sounds like a plan.
Makes sense.
And
That's
since they agreed to that, that also got the African Union a little bit off my back because then I was still allied with them, quote unquote.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I
from yep,
think the vassalship rules make these stabs on smaller powers pretty interesting.
they do.
Uh,
It only
because
works if people are
vassalships,
not mad, but
yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's interesting.
yeah. So that's great for me. That's like this phase was just yes. The Dutch
Yeah,
trust
Debre
me. The
Biran is
Abyssinians are
guaranteed here,
yeah,
right?
it's guaranteed. Yes.
Nice. That's super sweet. Yeah, this
And
is gonna be a good year.
I think, yep, I can even take Aden without no one being able to stop me because I know the Ottomans are taking Sana instead.
Oh,
Because
nice.
from now on, I'm telling Abyssinia basically what I'm doing, uh,
Mm,
and uh, so they're aware, so I'm not stabbing them further. So I will continue to attack them, but they will know it.
mm.
Yes.
Makes sense.
So going good. How is Spain doing
Nice.
now? I don't remember. Are they still steamrolling everything?
Supporting
Yes.
them
Oh,
into
I think
Timbuktu.
when I talked to Bornu about this, they were so mad at Spain for doing this.
Yeah, I can
And they
imagine.
actually got Great Fulu, by the way. I never expected so
Yeah,
much.
yeah, they did.
That's insane.
Pretty cool. They also managed to take some stuff up here. They're cycling up to take Bordeaux. They're doing this amazing
Yeah.
convoy to Savoy.
Yep.
I love it.
But at the same
Great convoy.
time, I stabbed
Austria strikes.
Ottomans. I stabbed Ottomans.
Yes.
Austria and the Ottomans, I think,
Yep.
stabbed Spain. So
Yep.
finally, every agreement over there has gone through, and
Yep. Finally.
me and the Ottomans are friends again. Yes. Uh,
Well, that's great.
and I think this looks like Sweden this time
Yep.
because they have one
Sweden is
unit
very
and
dead.
they are yep, they can't avoid that anymore.
Very
And
dead.
look at that Netherlands. It just keeps on
It's
growing.
so good.
Even
I
though they're
love
getting
it.
stabbed and losing things everywhere else, they're still
Europe is
growing.
doing fine. Yeah, Europe is doing good.
Yep. So that's insane.
Yeah, so how is...
And now,
Oh yes, this stab. Oh,
it's
oh
beautiful. It's
my
so
god, I
crisp.
love Ambrosius for it. Like Ash was like looking at Ambrosius' press and was like, "Wait, is this guy setting up to stab me? No, he can't be doing that, right? Right? Right, he wouldn't." Uh,
But then, oh no, this was beautiful, and
he
everyone else
did.
were really happy as well because
Yeah,
we were all freaking out about Spain. And this was
yeah.
also a little
This was
Chad
a
move
great stab.
because who like it was very possible that Spain would just win this game, especially
Yeah,
if they were nice to them and everything. So they Ambrosius here could just have become the vassal of the one leading and just have
yeah.
a chill game, but instead they went for the warpath, and we love them for it.
I think like purely out of a uh, like position-wise play,
Mhm.
this is the wrong move.
Yes, I think, yeah, and
Since
they will continue to make those wrong moves, quote unquote, later.
mm,
But
yeah, because if you
this
just
is
become
cool.
Spain's vassal here,
Mhm.
and help them take the rest of South America, you just do really well.
Yes, Spain will do really well, and you will continue growing, and you will be the number two of the number one power.
Yeah, because it's unlikely that they take any new vassals, I think, based
Yes,
on the current
it could
arrangements.
have been Tokugawa, but they seemed unwilling.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't think they wanted to.
Oh, okay, that's. I think that makes sense.
Mm.
That's fair. So, but still, we're happy to see it.
Yeah, very true. I think the stab was very cool. At this point, I was still playing in game B, of course, so I wasn't keeping as close as of an eye at this game yet. But I followed the Ambrosius Void very closely because he had an amazing Void, and I felt like I understood a lot of why this happened.
Yeah, I got to read
Uh,
afterwards. It was pretty good. Nice.
yeah,
So
yeah, I
yeah,
really liked his Void. Yeah,
and
the
also
fascinating.
I think regarding the Europe situation with regarding Vastline's just and stuff. I think yeah, uh, Dutch has Paris now, and I think
Oh yeah,
uh, France has agreed they will become a vassal.
I think that's true. Yeah.
So they are working together from now on.
Ah, nice.
And
We
also
like that.
Poland. I think Poland had a funny unit in the in the Americas actually. When I think about it,
Mm.
it's not that important, but I think that this unit is just has begun its wandering.
Yep, I think this is where we get our first Poland sub.
Yes. Oh
And
my god.
then we get another one 30 minutes later.
Oh, that was quick. They
Yeah,
just
no, there
saw the
was like
position. I was like, no, or that's not this.
they subbed in, said
Mm,
no, I don't have time for this, and subbed out. Uh,
fair, I guess. When you look at this map.
yeah, that was funny. Uh, so
Oh
we
well.
were on to our third Poland player.
Yes, and also the Bornu is stabbing the Dutch for the second time.
Oh,
Yay.
this is hard to watch.
Yes.
Uh, funny stuff is going on though. I assume
I
this looks funny
it's stuff. Stuff is happening.
stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
and the Bornu is doing good.
Yep. Bornu is doing good.
Yep.
All right.
Congo doing all of this
Yeah,
crazy Atlantic action.
it's pretty funny watching the Congo uh, fleets
Yeah,
doing
what
their
is going
things.
on here? Wait, what are these
I think they
arrows?
are support holding, but it's moving at the same time. So
Oh, okay.
it's really weird. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's not a legal move.
Yes, it's not a legal move. So,
All right.
but that's fine. Doesn't change
Yep.
much.
All right. I think we're starting to get into the game for real now.
We are.
Uh,
All we needed was Spain, was Sweden to be gone, and then it starts for real. Yep,
exactly.
yep.
Yeah, like Sweden is just messed up here.
Or Sweden.
Poor Sweden.
All right. Are we?
The Americas is still chaos.
Oh
I
yeah, I
thought
think
Britain won this like far earlier.
no. I think the Dutch just gave up their colony last season and are
Looks like it.
still working with Sioux. They've been working with Sioux like the whole game, I think, right?
Mm,
Fighting Spain.
mm.
Um,
I think that's correct.
but I think this will also turn very soon.
Mm?
There's not many places the Sioux and the British can go in America anymore, so they will
Yeah,
probably start fighting soon.
makes sense.
Yep,
All right, let's go to fall.
that's
Okay.
for what a beautiful
Oh, what a
season.
beautiful season. Wow.
Yes. Uh,
What an amazing season for you. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 builds.
I get 5 bills, and I just scored extra stuff, so I had just enough.
Oh,
I scored
nice.
just
Yeah,
both.
you have
Yeah,
Maritime
Majesty now. Yeah,
and Socotra.
and I
Nice.
don't. I'm not. I don't think I get into out of Socotra, which means yes, it's good. I scored Majesty.
Oh yeah, yeah, Maritime is
Yep.
your
So
base
that
too.
just barely works.
Mm.
Um. So yes, great success. And the Dutch were not happy, but I think we managed to slowly but surely talk it out a little bit. And Britain is finally stabbing Bugle.
Yeah.
They have
Oh,
been
I,
slowly
I
but surely
I
building units.
forgot how like crazy like this Mughal
Yes,
border gore was.
but Bugle was pretty powerful though. At this point, they
Yeah,
had
they
a lot
were.
of centers and they were doing good. But now is the start of the end for
Yeah,
them,
for
really.
sure.
Because now the border gore has gotten to a real bad point, and then Britain comes from behind. That's not good.
Yeah, I think it's really cool to see Britain actually like stabbing a Mughal.
This is like a history lesson,
Yeah,
pretty much.
establishing the British
Yes, they
Raj
slowly but
like
surely
tw
made some
200 years
centers
early.
here and there and had some fun, and suddenly, oh no, oh no.
Oh
Yep,
no, what
don't trust the
happened?
British when you're
Yeah,
an Indian in the 1700s.
yep.
Yep.
Makes
So
sense.
that's cool. And
That's
things
cool.
are going everywhere. I really wanted to convoy Faraz and Gali to Aden, but the Ottomans were like,
Mm.
no, don't do it.
Nope. Don't do
So
it.
I didn't do it.
Damn.
I still
So
really,
sad.
really wanted, because at the start of this game, I had made like a little map of how I wanted to end,
Mm.
and it had the bottom of Arabia. I wanted the bottom of Arabia.
Yeah.
This would
But you didn't get it.
I did get it. Yeah, so sad.
Honestly, I think like I think just coloring in this little band of tiles
Mm-hmm.
looks so satisfying. I'll show you later.
Let's
But
color it blue.
yes, it looks very satisfying. The game A Ajuuran had that for a while, and it was very
Oh,
beautiful.
yes, and I wanted that. But still, yeah, and regarding game A, I think we stabbed Abyssinia at the same time. This
Yeah, right. I
Yep.
remember that. And both arranged a vassalization.
Yes, so it's a parallel for sure.
Yeah. Damn, I really want to see Abyssinia do well in A2.
Yeah, you gotta just make things different because I could
Yeah.
never figure out how I would play Abyssinia to actually do well in this. That sounds so
Yeah.
difficult.
Yeah,
It's
they're weird
yeah,
power.
among the most underpowered, I would say.
Yeah, for sure. Sadly. Because I think they could be a really cool power.
Yes, they're in a cool diplomatic position.
Anyways.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
great season. I
Yep,
pop off.
truly. You pop off. Okay, this and oh,
I
how
pop off.
beautiful.
Yes. Second only to Britain. And since Spain has been stabbed by so many people after getting 11 freaking bills, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. Then
Yeah, but did we look at South America
yeah, well we did.
during fall?
Oh no, not during fall. Ah, yes.
Oh shit, they got into Chiloé as well?
They just took so much. That was nice.
They just took back their entire land and more.
Yeah, they just have a good offense going on, and they get so
Yeah.
many builds. So
Whoa, I think this is the biggest Dutch South America I've ever seen. That's not very telling.
true, and it will remain Dutch for a long time actually.
Yeah.
Um,
I
so
really want in A2. That's also like a thing I really want to see. I want to see a proper Dutch Brazil.
well, it is pretty good. It's just they don't
Yeah,
have the builds to reinforce it because they're
yeah, for
missing
sure.
elsewhere. But it's impressive how they managed to make some parts of the world work.
Yeah,
Uh,
some parts of
yeah,
the
but
world.
as you
They have
can see,
Australia.
they Spain lost ground in North America as well, and they're also getting stabbed by the Ottomans in Europe.
Yeah, exactly.
So
So I think they got Naples.
yeah,
Yeah, Naples, and that's it. But still, that's rough.
yep. So
All right.
for Spain, oh no, I'm happy.
Woohoo.
Just
Okay,
think
let's
of
take a look at
how
these
well they have
builds.
done. Like imagine how think of how well the Spain has done, and suddenly,
Yeah,
okay, boom, I'm number two and above. I think that just shows our
yeah,
regions how they did so
yeah.
good buildings compared to the others.
Yeah, yeah. The VCCs of the colonials might need some
Yeah, I think they're too
adjusting.
high. Because
Yeah,
think
too
think
hard.
I've had two phases with just one build, and
Yeah,
then just one good phase, and I'm suddenly number two. That's insane.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
So yes, oh
Yep.
no, I'm getting armies.
Oh no, but Congo is as well. They're building two.
Yes, we
Holy crap, this
no
is a lot
longer.
of fleets though.
But yeah, it's still a lot of hits, so we're still happy. But I was a little bit still afraid of Congo here because I had just broken the African Union. They were not trusting me anymore, so they didn't want to move things away, and they made armies even. So that's
Uh-oh.
scary. That's
You
scary.
can't even guard Burundi here.
No, I know. Oh, how
Uh-oh.
many times I've looked at that and been like, no. So I really tried to friends with Congo here.
Hmm,
That was scary.
makes sense. Alright. Is there any
Yeah.
builds in particular you think we should look at?
Um, I'm not sure. There's many especially interesting. Even more stuff in
Hmm.
India from Britain, naturally. That's and another
Oh,
fleet. That
true.
fleet will become a
Yeah,
problem. Like that's
yeah.
annoying.
I'm not sure I'd build a fleet.
Yeah,
I think I'd build an army.
I think they built even one. one more fleet afterwards. Actually, I think they continue building fleets because,
Damn.
and that's super annoying because they have, yeah. But I think they had a plan with the Mughal that they would get
Mm.
the vassal item, anyways.
Oh,
Yes,
I see.
so that makes sense. But still, this creates a problem because there's not many places for those fleets to go. There's so many few tiles, and I want those sea tiles. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Damn. The Mughal border gore.
it's
I
insane.
kinda really like it. It looks
What? You
very
like
satisfying.
it? No,
Yeah, it
it's
looks
not.
kinda satisfying.
You're weird, man. I want my
Yes,
elite
I
borders.
normally hate border gore, but this looks kinda sweet. I'm not gonna lie.
It's not the worst border core, but it's
No.
still border core. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah. Let's move on from
Yep.
it.
Oy. Oh.
Ooh. Oh, we have a toolbox.
Yay! The toolbox has arrived.
Oh, now we added the white borders on the text.
Yes. So things are changing on the map.
Yes. Oh God,
And I'm
you're
just
moving
moving
aggressive.
everywhere. Yes. This is the point where I start establishing more relations with Ayutthaya and Spain because I realized
Mm.
I'm now going to actually border them. And I also realized that
Ooh.
I can take control of the Indian Ocean. I have so many fleets. If I just
Yeah.
keep control of that and get everything around it, I can start taking Australia, Indonesia, India, and be a happy man. So that is the
Weepy.
plan, or was the plan going forward.
Mm. Makes sense.
Yep,
Yeah, you're doing some pretty good moves here overall, I think. You're
it's
oh
going
right,
good.
he showed the boom fleets. Bye
Yes,
bye.
here is I'm working again with the Dutch,
Mm.
even though I've stabbed them and stuff. So we're working to disband all their fleets. Of course, when they told me they wanted to disband the fleets, I'm happy to do that. I don't want them here,
Yeah, sure.
so they can build in Europe and stuff.
We like that.
So I'm also, while this is happening, saying to the other people, I'm still fighting them. Yes, look at me. Give
Yes.
me those
Look at this.
30 points for fighting the Dutch, which you for some reason get. Yippee!
Yippee! Yeah, I do like that.
And the Portuguese NMR, I think. So
That's very possible. Yes, I think at this point the GM asked me if we could ask for sub, and I said no.
yep.
Because I
Uh,
don't think a single person would like to take this position.
and I also don't think it's possible to really do much with the position, anyways. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they have like one, two, three. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, that's not a
So
lot.
yeah, they couldn't do much. So the Dutch is
Yep,
on their way out.
yep.
Um, and one thing in Abyssinia, though, which is interesting, is that I said, okay, I'm going up to Gojam. I'm going to take Gondar. And
Mm.
Abyssinia said, okay. And then in the moves, we see they bounce me out of Gojam.
Oh no,
Um,
rude.
that was very rude. I've been like
Yeah,
keeping up and telling them my moves and stuff, but they apparently they afterwards said to me they don't want to be bastized just yet.
not yet.
Not yet. I was getting a little bit frustrated at that. That was annoying, but I can't really
Mm.
stop them. And then Bornu tries to start coring for
Coring
the
again.
second time. The last time I managed to decide them and told them to go away, then they went away right away. But this time they start coring. So I think I tell them I think they stop coring again. But this is like they're slowly but surely starting to do something sneaky without
They're
hoping that
trying
I
to
want.
get away with it.
Yeah. Um,
Funny.
and fighting the Dutch and stuff. Yeah.
Yep,
So that's good. I'm currently at peace with the Ottomans, and we've made a deal where they will get Aden and I will get Mekele.
that
But
works.
well, no, because it's a bad deal.
Yeah,
I
fair.
lose a center and get a center. They just get a center.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah, true.
reason for this is that they have still not gained much from the Abyssinia at all, and they have been fighting the whole time. And I
Yeah.
first I was like, yes,
And?
this is great. No, this is great. I'm fine with that. I want to be friends with Otto so I can continue on other fronts. I
Mm,
really don't want to have Congo down there always having the upper edge and being able to stab me at all times. I would
mm.
like to be able to have more south and maybe being able to stop them. But then Congo moved everything away that they could almost,
Yeah.
and they were actually pretty nice. And Bornu and Congo were sounding real tight. So if I ever attacked any of them, both would attack me. Not good. So I realized, okay,
Uh-oh.
where do I get new builds now? I can't get
Indian
much.
Ocean.
yes, Indian Ocean is the place. But I have so many fleets and armies that I don't have space for them to even go there. Every season, I will put all I can into Somali Basin in Mescaline Sea, but there's not
Mm.
enough space and tiles for them to even go. So I have
Yeah.
spare armies in the north. What do I do with them? I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't give away my centers to the Ottomans.
Uh-oh.
Maybe I don't want that. So I decide I don't want that because I've managed to convince Abyssinia again. I think that's okay. They should just vassalize, be a good boy, accept your fate.
Say goodbye.
So I can't really gain much more from them anyways.
Mm.
And I have so many units up here. I want to use them on something. I can't attack Congo and Bornu. Then that means the only person I can attack is the Ottomans.
Yep.
That's what I decided to do. And yeah,
Makes sense.
we'll get more to that afterwards.
Makes sense. Um, I'm just
Oh,
taking a look at the rest of the world
look at
because this
Russia's
is
face. They
the
are
oh my
going
god.
everywhere.
Russia is getting their fleets around here,
At
which I
this
think
point, I
is
think
like
they are at fourth
very
or
important.
something. But
Yep.
now they are suddenly advancing on every front.
Yep.
Everyone else they're attacking is like getting attacked, and they are stabbing everyone. And it's
Yep.
yeah, the
Yeah,
Russian bear
Russia's getting
awakens.
brutal at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're even stabbing Poland.
they are
Their long-term ally. So sad.
to see a
Uh,
Poland die.
yeah, and I'm just gonna. We're not gonna talk about them too much, I think, because there was just way too much going on here. But I'm gonna zoom over here every turn because I think he just does beautiful moves every turn.
Yeah, how did they even manage to convince Spain to just do this? Did we have a new Spain
Um,
at this time?
not yet.
Okay, not yet. Okay,
I think it's the next phase.
okay, because this is interesting.
Yeah,
And
for sure.
at this point, I think France is a vassal of. It just doesn't show very clearly, but
Oh
if you
yeah,
look at
yeah,
the
yeah. They
units,
they have this
yeah, a
funny
vassal of the
symbol.
Dutch.
Yeah, we'll fix that later, I
Yeah.
think. Yep.
So
Yeah. This is kind of chill season where Russia's rolling. The stuff
they're all
happens.
stuff happens, but not
Yeah.
much more than that.
Yeah, we have
Nice,
another toolbox.
a beautiful toolbox.
Yep. Beautiful toolbox.
I
All
think we
right.
can continue. Oh, look at all those Ottoman colors. They stabbed Bornu. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, this is where Spain make. Is this where Spain makes their big move? Yes, this is where
Yes.
Spain
Uh,
makes their big move, taking all of this.
yes, they
Oh,
stabbed the Ottomans, and the Ottomans
this is
stand
where we
for.
have a new Spain player.
And also, I remember Bornu being so mad at the Timbuktu thing because
Yeah.
Spain knew that they were going to be Timbuktu, so they would never get in.
Mm.
But so
Okay,
so
that's
Spain
hilarious.
stabbed the Ottomans everywhere except protected Timbuktu. So yeah,
That's so funny.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh damn, they're in Belma.
yes, they yeah, Bornu were completely fooled. They were stabbed last phase, I think, actually, and this is the
Yeah.
phase that actually stuff happens.
Okay, makes sense.
So Congo moves an army up to help them and stuff, as you can see, uh,
Yeah.
which is a little bit sus, but yeah, just to help.
Yeah. Oh damn, I love the Congo fleet just going into the Atlantic at this point. Starting to
Yeah,
flood up to Cape Verde and
now that the Netherlands is out of Africa, they are beginning their march on South America and
so
wherever else they're
exciting.
going.
Yeah, so exciting.
And that's going to be a fun journey actually to watch out for.
Yep.
Those fleets will do interesting things and go
Yeah.
interesting places that's not in Africa for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Who
yes.
thought Congo would become a colonizer?
Um,
Not
well,
me.
no one.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping at one point they would, and they did. And
Yep.
also, in America here, you see,
Oh.
I
Oh.
made a no, not America. I mean Indonesia. Yes, I made a deal with the Dutch that okay, uh, you know what? Let's continue working together. You're cool. So I just
Yeah.
continued working with them. I think this was a mistake though.
Uh,
This just pissed off Ayutthaya. I didn't get anywhere
yeah.
with it.
Yeah,
To be
that
honest,
seems kind of
I
funny.
could have just went towards India or Australia instead, but they just asked so nicely, and
Mm,
they were so sad after all the stabs. So
mm,
I
mm.
they they fooled me. That Dutch player, god damn
Oh
it. Okay,
no.
so sad. Um, so I tell you,
What's
I said
going on in
this
the
early,
rest?
and the rest, Abyssinia lets me in. That's nice, and I try convoying to Aden.
Mm.
Um, it
But
doesn't
that
work.
doesn't work out because they bounce you. Oh no,
Yes. Uh,
so rude.
I remember I was really wondering if I would where I would convoy that army
Mm.
because I didn't know what they were gonna do, and I
Mm.
decided last minute. And after deciding and watching the map, I was like, "That's stupid. Of course they would go to Aden."
Yeah.
So this was a bad play by me.
I would. Why not take Michele here with
The
support?
reason was because Abyssinia, I had gotten the feeling that they were a newer player to variants, and I had
Mm.
been so like I'd stabbed them and everything, and they'd never gotten anywhere. And I thought like, okay, I can make their life so much better under my lordship. So if they just let me vassalize them, they can become the greatest Abyssinia ever.
Oh
Um,
yes,
Also, I wanted their fleet to stay on the board,
makes sense.
uh, and up there, and I didn't think it would if uh, if I took it out there. I think they would it
Mm.
would just be disbanded.
Fair.
So yep, I did a pretty weak stab on the Ottomans this phase, basically. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. That I feel like you you really need the foothold in Mara as well.
yes, I did this phase agree with the Mughals that okay, we were attacking them. They would convoy and stuff into there.
Mm.
It didn't work though, which is sad.
Yeah, because Brits were
Uh,
evil.
so I was, yeah, they were evil. So I was hoping for the Mughals to be in here, the Safavids to be fighting them, and for me to maybe get into. But it was a bad move going to Aden. If I had gone to Kathiri or Sana, it would be great. And the Ottomans
But you
didn't really
lost
have.
that center.
I did not lose it. I did not lose Aden. I
If you get
bounced.
went to Kafiri.
I would have lost it. Yes, I think Sana is just better. But no,
Yeah.
actually, I
Yeah,
think
convoy to Sana here.
I think I went to Sana. I think this is a
Oh?
failed
Yeah,
map
that's a mapper. Yeah, that's a
because
mapper.
because
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
think
yeah, yeah.
I think
I remember this because this is where I enter and
yes,
clean up
because
the map after
what
this
I
place, I
actually
think.
think is what I was deciding about was Kathiri or Sana, and I think I figured out eventually that the Ottomans were
Mm,
just taking Aden this phase because we agreed they would take it. So I knew they were
mm.
going to Aden, so I could take Sana. Okay, I think that's what happened. I'm mixing up
Ah,
everything because the map is wrong here.
yes, I think that's very much correct.
Yes. And Ottomans doesn't have much there. I expected a Mughal army over in Arabia, and
Mm,
things would be good.
mm. Okay. Yeah, but I think that's very correct actually. We'll move on to the we can move on and see if that's
Yep,
correct.
let's do that. Yes, it's in
Uh,
Sana.
yes, because this is where I enter and fix all the retreats, I think,
Yes.
and clean up all the borders and
And look at
yeah.
this massive Russia now, by the way. Oh,
Hoo-hoo-hoo.
ho, ho, ho.
Ho-ho-ho.
Yep,
Yeah, they have started to get their fleets around like Chukchi here. That's
they have.
like when I think Russia is out of control. And they
They
have
can
core
no
the
longer,
Nivek.
yeah, they can no longer be contained.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because they can actually like start
yeah.
pumping out fleets this way.
So this is the start of like the Russian bear has risen. It will
Yep.
not be stopped.
And like now Britain has really come into play as well, I think.
They
They have,
have actually been into play the whole game. They've just been able to
yeah,
somehow stay under the radar. People haven't been talking much about them,
yep.
which is
But they
crazy.
have managed to consolidate like this entire now coast pretty much.
They have, and at this point, they have grown so much that now it's they're on the radar. Spain is
Yeah.
no longer scary. We've realized that
Mm,
they are falling. Russia is still not something people talk too much about,
mm,
but Britain, that's become the new regional scare. There's always someone on the regional hit list, and I
mm,
think this now becomes Britain.
mm,
Uh, so that's create some fun plans in India and stuff later. But yeah, and
Yeah,
for
I can
Congo
imagine.
in the North Atlantic, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I really love Britain. They seem like such a fun power to play.
Yeah,
Like
I agreed. I think
once
that
you
that
have
would
this
be my
like
choice. That and
now,
Portugal.
this like now dominance. Like look at this. Yeah, you just have this big naval empire. Yeah, this looks so fun to play.
Hey, it's not
I'd
bad
love to.
getting an Indian Ocean dominance. You can do the same thing. Just wait a little
Yeah,
bit. I'm working on it. But yes, I
you're
agree.
working on it.
They have a bigger colonial empire by far. They are a
Yeah,
colonial after all.
yeah. I really like this like sphere of influence the British gets on this map in
But
general. I think
that
it's
means
very
the
cool.
North Atlantic is really important to them. And there's
Yep,
lots of
it
stuff
really
in the
is.
South Atlantic, and they don't have that many fleets, so who knows what will happen.
Yeah, I think that this Brit has like focused a lot on armies in general.
But that
Uh,
has worked out, though. They will need them. Because
yeah,
now,
exactly. Because I think in game A, Alicia has built a lot of fleets. The only thing she is building is fleets, pretty much. Which has caused her to not have a lot of armies, of course. But she does have naval dominance, that's for sure.
okay,
Uh,
yeah. That,
so
that
it's an
means you'd want
interesting
to
balance,
die,
I
but
think.
will you really win? That's the question.
I think it's an interesting balance between the armies and fleet as Britain.
Yep.
Anyways, let's not get off track here.
But yeah, we should probably
Uh,
continue. I'm not sure what else we
yep.
need to look for. Yep.
All right. The leaderboard is
Yes.
now pink.
Oh yeah, true. Alicia has taken over.
Wait. Oh yeah. This was another good turn for Spain though,
It was,
because we had this sub who did a lot of stabs.
but people are still not as afraid of them anymore because they now had enemies. Before, Spain had no
Yeah.
enemies and got 11 builds. So yeah,
Yep.
and I
That
popped
checks
down to
out.
fourth place. So sad.
Yep.
Um,
This is very funny.
but yep, Britain goes and actually grows a lot. Yep, that's cool.
Yep. All right. Let's see builds here. Uh, you don't have any?
I have Socotra. I think
Oh yeah, I'm
it's
just used
different
to the
how
light
you.
green
Yep,
now. Yeah,
yep.
now we have gone back to the
Uh,
blacks.
I did not get Sumatra, which was sad, and I did get one in Portugal, I think,
Yeah, you
which
got.
is the only build. So I'm
Yeah,
back to having low builds again. I only get builds when I stab after all. So
yeah, yeah,
I get
makes
one
sense.
build everywhere every other time.
Yeah. And
So
Congo is building more fleets. How
yes, we love
lovely.
to see it. So yep,
I love this.
and
So
now
cool.
I think this is the first year I actually have decided that damn, Congo will for some reason not stab me.
Yeah.
And you know what? I believe them. So this is the first time I really think I believed them, uh,
Yeah,
and that was nice. That was a relief.
nice.
And
Yeah, I can imagine.
me and Ottomans had a huge discussion now.
Yeah,
They were so mad at me for doing what I did, and it eventually I didn't manage that well, and it eventually just ended with them saying, "I will focus Africa and Arabia with all I can for the rest of this game. You shall not
yeah,
make any progress." And then
yeah,
we decided we both needed a break from our press, so we just didn't. And we'll come
yeah.
back to it
That
later.
that sounds wise, I think.
Yep, yep, that was probably a good idea. So now the great stalemate in Arabia starts.
Yep. The great stalemate.
Oh,
How
damn.
wonderful.
So much yellow
Well,
in
some
Europe.
powers are very much not stalemating,
Yes.
like
Uh,
Russia.
Russia. They're steamrolling.
They are steamrolling.
And Britain.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
expanding in India. They're expanding in the Americas. They're expanding in Europe even a little
Yep.
bit. Yep. But
They're in
now,
Stockholm.
but now they have come to the point where I still don't think they are fighting with Russia. I think I'm
Nope, not
talking with
yet.
Russia. I want them to stab England. I don't see Russia as that big of a threat yet because I'm stupid. So now
Because
we're
I'm
really
stupid.
thinking, can we attack England? Can I attack Britain? Oh, yes, I can.
Mm.
They have three freaking fleets down there now. They are obviously
Uh-oh.
going to be hostile to me. They can't go many other places than me
Mm.
because they are going to vassalize Mughal, we've heard. which
Yep.
meant I was really considering how do I attack them. Um, which was how hard because how do I actually do that? I'm not sure. I'm not sure I can.
Mm.
So yeah, gears are turning.
Surely.
Yes,
All right. We move on.
we do.
Spring moves.
Spring moves, and this is
1647.
how we do it. I talk with the Dutch and Congo,
Mm.
and we ally them once again.
Woohoo!
And we agree. How about
Oh, I remember this. I think I
yes?
adjudicated. No, Elisha did the season. Never mind. Sorry.
Uh, how about
Go
we
on.
try and make a funny convoy? So I move to Crosset Basin, I move into Indian Ocean, and I move around India, and I am ready to convoy a Congo army over to India because for a long
Oh
time
my
I've been
god.
talking about convoying Congo to Australia and stuff, and we
Uh,
wanted to, while Spain was really scary, we wanted to get them into South America from the other side because well,
yeah.
funny convoys is cool. And Mapuche was really on this idea; they were really happy to do it. But now we've figured out what about just India instead? That's also cool.
Yeah. Eh,
So
pretty cool.
stuff is happening. And it's a stalemate in Arabia. But I get Gondor.
Yippee. Yeah.
Yeah, but those units had didn't have much else to do anyways, so it's probably fine,
In
but still a bit sad.
hindsight,
Yep,
the correct move was getting Sana to support this
it was. But
convoy.
yep, it was.
But
Uh,
that's hard to know.
there were some units around it and stuff. Two of
Yeah.
them, yep. So and also Britain had said here because I
Mm.
hadn't talked to Britain, and we were like, yeah, we're best friends and stuff. So
Yippee.
they said they were. I knew I was attacking Britain.
Mm.
Though I said I was attacking the Dutch, and it looks like it, so I still look friendly to Britain. And
Yeah.
the Britain said they would attack the Ottomans. Instead, they support the Ottomans against me.
Rude.
Yes, that's very rude. So I
This is not
thought
okay.
they were going to support something. No, I think they were just going to convoy something, but they
Mm.
didn't. Anyways, so sad.
Yeah. That's
Um, so nothing really happens in Arabia because of that reason. Had they instead supported or convoyed an army, that would be good.
that would have been amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, like landing in the far
Yes.
here and just
But they
putting
didn't,
pressure.
sadly.
Yep.
But luckily, I had enough supports down here that I didn't lose Gulf of the Dora, anyways.
Yep.
Yep,
That's good.
I've made peace talks with Ayutthaya at this point as well after the little tempered stab.
After a little mishap.
So I instead move against the Dutch,
Hmm.
telling
And
them I'm moving against Ayutthaya and Spain. I think because I'm still
mm,
working with the Dutch. So this is a little bit weird
a
because
little bit weird, yeah.
yes, because that's Spain is
But
going to
it's
take
not
that
like they have
center.
any units here,
Yeah, so
so
Spain is taking that center anyways, but it's on surface like looks
I
like
love how this Australia has already been fully Portuguese, fully Dutch,
and
and
fully yes
and will be
soon
fully Spanish.
fully Spanish, and then it will be. It's also been Mapuche, but not full at some point.
Yeah, true, true, true. That's pretty funny.
Yep. So Australia is highly contested.
Yeah, some I've heard the comments about like Australia being an afterthought, but I think Australia is like one of my favorite areas.
It's important
Uh,
here, and it's
yeah, it's
cool to
because
have.
I think it really like ties together two of the continents. It really ties together both Africa, if you're pushing it, Southeast Asia, but of course also South America.
It does, and it's where like
It's
all
a
of
very
these powers
interesting.
meet.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's a very interesting area, and if you have a core on Australia, I think
Oh, but
that's
that's hard. How the hell do you core Australia?
Mapuche did in Game A.
They did what? Okay, you
Yeah.
would need because it's been very contested in this game, so I don't remember
Yep.
ever anyone being able to core that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really like Australia.
Um, but yes, Australia will hopefully be Ajuuran at some point. I think I
Yeah.
talked with Mapuche here, and we would divide it in two. So I would get Fragiman, and they would get Gunai.
Okay. Oh, by the way, while we're talking about Australia, what would you say about just making this impassable into its own tile?
Uh, I was originally really happy about that because then that means
Mm,
you can use armies. I'm not sure
mm,
anymore it's needed, but I still think it's cool because
I'm
that
getting
makes
so
it
many complaints
yes
about it
yeah
being it like this.
that makes it possible for armies to be convoyed over in
Yeah,
Asia
because
because in
that would
Indonesia it seems not worth it at all. I want
I think it's very worth it to have an
okay
army on Borneo.
yes on Borneo specifically, but not
Yep.
else.
Yeah,
So
otherwise not.
make convoys viable, make it so
Yep.
you can go there.
Yep. Makes sense.
If you can climb, get over this Ural Mountains and climb Himalaya, you should, and go over the Sahara, you should be able to go into the
Into the
Australia as well.
outback. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, just making this a tile could be pretty interesting because it's only navigable it's only reachable by armies. So getting an army in Australia could be like this big.
Yes, it will be like make it possible to actually hold Australia, but in this game at least
Yeah.
it was impossible all odds. Yeah. But
Yeah,
yes,
I think Gunai is so hard to hold due to South Pacific.
the cool thing here regarding like Indian Ocean, I finally made this one. Like it's mine now. It's fully mine. I want it all.
Yeah.
I want to have Sumatra as well. I have made friends with Ayutthaya, but of course I tell them I'm going for Ragiman and stuff. But really, I'm setting up to take them on once again. I'm
Oh
sorry,
oh
Ayutthaya.
oh.
Yep.
I imagine the line where you slip up to Arafura Sea here.
That would be beautiful. But the problem
Wouldn't
was
that be so cool?
I should have done that. I just wanted Australia first, but oh my god,
Yeah.
imagine how cool.
Yeah, like then you can put 2 units on Timor and do something funny.
Because
Maybe convoy to Tengara.
I was so focused on Australia, I never even
Yeah.
considered that move.
Yeah,
I
but
should
because
have done that.
if you slip into Arafura Sea and then convoy to Tengara.
Yes, because in hindsight, oh, that would be fun. That would be so fun.
Yeah.
But in hindsight, I realized this is a really good idea. But in this case, I didn't realize what a crazy stalemate was going to be formed over there.
Yeah.
Uh, so yep, I should have done that. I agree. That would be fun. God
That
damn
would have
it.
been so cool. Damn, I need to do that.
Yeah, could you give me
Sadly,
another
this
try?
area is like super changed in
Oh,
A2, so
so you can't. Okay.
yeah, I
But
can't pull it
that's
up.
something I missed. Oh, damn. So
That would
sad.
have been such a cool
That would
move.
have been really cool.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to fall if there's isn't anything you'd like to comment on.
I think there's
Congo
nothing.
is in
Yeah.
Sargasso Sea.
Oh, okay. That's true. That's something to comment on.
That's so funny.
Yes, Congo. We all are talking about attacking Britain after all. So
Mm,
we're all attacking Britain, those who can. Me and Congo mainly, of course.
mm.
Order can't do anything. So yep,
Yeah,
they are moving against Britain,
that's great.
and we allied the Dutch, right? So they're not taking
Mm.
South
Yeah, that's
America.
really nice. I
So this
like
is
that a
kind of funny.
lot.
Um,
Yeah,
all
I love
right,
it.
ready to move on, maybe?
Yep. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, oh, this
Oh,
is just retreats, I think.
yep.
We can skip those. Oh, that's a lot of moves.
Oh, and this. Oh, the sadness, the sorrows.
So sad.
None of my Congo
Oh
convoys
no!
worked.
No!
Yes, so sad. That would have been
Oh.
so funny, but no. Britain covered it, uh, which
Bleh.
was unfortunate.
Very.
But at least this time, instead of supporting against me, they actually supported. Well, no, they didn't even support me, did they? But
Mm,
no, they were still.
They. You,
No, wait,
no.
they just did nothing. Okay, so the Ottomans expected them to help them,
Yeah.
and I expected them to help me, and they did nothing.
Yeah.
Yay! Britain.
Yippee.
And I think the Dutch were really mad at them at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had made some enemies in the area. I can tell it that
Yeah,
much.
for sure.
Um, and this is when I was really unsure if I would subconvoy to Kathiri or not. Okay, that's what I was mixing it up with. Um,
Mm,
that or Mara, because I thought maybe they would cover Kathiri with Mara or something.
mm.
But yes.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah,
Anyways,
convoy to. But the
Kathiri is.
convoy.
I didn't want to lose anything, so I
Yeah.
was working on hope. But I should have convoyed to Kathiri. But at the same time, they could have also just bounced in Kathiri with Aden
Yeah.
and Mara. So that Sana unit was pretty much dead anyways.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I haven't really noticed how important Arabian Sea is here.
it's the fact that Somalia Basin, Arabian Sea, and Gulf of Tonkin, like there's just three
Yeah,
stuff.
I've
We
because
have
I think
so many
for
fleets. I had built fleets the whole game, and I could never ever get out of Somalia Basin
mm,
to Arabian Sea.
because
That's
I
very sad.
think in the sketch I have for A2 right now,
Hmm.
Dublin Shore goes up to Arabian Sea,
Oh yes, thank God.
and this line doesn't go to Mahi but rather to Oman Basin.
Okay, nice. Okay,
So,
because right now
so
Arabian Sea is so important. It makes the whole thing. It
yeah,
divides
no,
the whole
no,
thing, and it's
I've
really hard to take from the south. If you look at
yeah,
the
I've
borders.
been smoothing up
Yeah.
this area a little bit.
So yeah, despite my overwhelming amounts of fleets, I never ever could take it.
Yeah,
So which is sad.
very sad.
Which meant I needed Britain assistant, and they didn't give that either. So
This is very sad.
uh, yes. But I got my stab on Ayutthaya. I think I did stab
Mm.
Ayutthaya here. Maybe no,
Not yet.
no, yeah, no. But look at the north there. I do
Oh,
something.
you
Is
do something.
that a
This
stab?
looks
I
sus.
think. I'm not sure. I know it's a stab for me. I know that fact. But did I manage to tell them it's not a stab? And I'm just going after India. I don't think I can.
Maybe?
The Gulf of Ceylon is just straight up a stab. I think this is a stab.
That's pretty
I
funny.
like my weak stabs, like apparently.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, this guy who's been playing Ayutthaya in this game, he's one of my old high school buddies.
It's
Uh,
funny.
yeah.
Sorry for that. Norway versus Sweden forever.
So true. All
All right.
right.
Other places.
At least we had a very cool diplomacy club.
Ah, that's true. I can't beat that. I'm so
Yeah, you
jealous.
can't. Haha.
Just you wait. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll manage to make something even greater over here
Yeah.
one day.
Yeah, one day. All right. Uh, all right. What's going on in the rest of the
Congo
world?
is doing funny things.
Yeah, they're going to the North Atlantic.
Yes. We're attacking Britain after
Why?
all. Why not? We're attacking Britain. They're leading. Of course, we
It's
gotta stop
so
them. We
funny.
need more time.
We need
And
more
and
time.
since we're allied with the Dutch, where else can they go?
Yeah,
Mapuche? We're allied with Mapuche as well. So
yeah.
of course we go north. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's
So
so
that's pretty
funny.
funny. I think their goal was the British Isles or our Caribbean. I'm not sure. I think they had many different goals. They never really decided on anything as far as I
Yeah,
know. They didn't tell me at least.
yeah. Sounds possible.
And
Yeah, damn.
Bonnery is making progress back against Ottomans. They had lost a lot previously,
Yep.
but now, yeah.
This is always a death war.
Yes. Wonder if maybe someone who designed the map should have thought about that. No, that's fine.
Hmm. I
we,
wonder who designed this map.
yeah, Alicia, right? Yeah.
Hmm. I
We
blame
blame.
it on
Yeah,
Alicia.
yeah. Well, let's do
Yep.
that.
Alicia's fault.
Yes,
Everything
Alicia's
is
fault.
Alicia's fault.
Yes, that's the conclusion.
Something
Um.
like that.
So yeah, and also it's a funny move over in Salavids, I think.
Hmm.
The Ottomans moving out of the capital.
Yeah, right. That could have been a funny vassal ship.
It could. I think the plan was for them to become a vessel at some point, and I'm not
Hmm.
sure what's changed. But
I love how they just went to Tabriz instead.
yes, like why?
Why?
I don't know what's
Yeah, I'm not sure.
happening.
I'm not sure why.
I never figured it out really. If
Yeah, that feels
I,
off.
I tried reading Voids, I never found out what happened. So
Yeah, okay,
who knows?
I'll have to investigate.
Yes. And
Damn,
Spain
I really
is,
like the
yep,
Spanish holdings here. They're so cool.
they're really cool, but they will be shrinking from now on. I
Yep.
think. I think
Yeah,
the
sadly.
la the one that did like the crazy stabs on everyone and saved Spain. I think they left now, and
Yes, this
another player
is where
came
they
in and
live.
are just they have like lost all their allies, but they have a lot
Mm.
of centers. But that means they have to take over a position with loads of enemies.
Yeah,
So good luck, Spain.
very sad. Yeah, good luck, Spain. Alright.
Yep.
Yeah, this is yeah. Russia is just dominating here, by the way. Uh,
Yes. No one can stop them. And we after
this makes me so sad.
yes. Oh
Wait,
yes,
this
yes.
might been arranged. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
this
100%
was
arranged.
arranged. I think at this point, this was arranged. We all, even I, understood at this point that oh, Russia is actually really scary now. Maybe Britain
Yeah,
isn't the main thing to worry about. And after this
yeah.
convoy failed that we tried to against Britain, we realized okay, we actually need Britain. So me and
They
Congo
have become the
were a little
hero.
yes, we and Congo were a little bit like So Congo has like all these fleets in the North Atlantic and in Caribbean, and we're allied with the Dutch, and we're wondering how do we fix this. So the solution, as always, we decided let's just
Stab the
stab the
Dutch.
Dutch again. That's always the answer.
Uh, oh, poor Tyler.
Yes.
Poor Tyler. Poor Tyler.
Uh, but yeah, I
Yeah, poor Tyler.
think we can continue to the next phase and see how that goes. I don't think do I stab them yet. No,
Oh,
maybe.
oh, oh.
And now they are a vassal.
I think that's the first vassal ship except for this one.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, we have Luxembourg now.
Luxembourg, yeah. France is gone. Luxembourg takes over.
Yep. Oh, by the way, and Russia, I forgot to mention, but Russia started pushing against Britain up here.
Okay, so they actually
Took Stockholm.
stabbed Britain now.
I think Stockholm was actually agreed on.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
it
Because
was
the
like,
thing is,
oh, I'll give you this and hope. Can you be my friend, please? Uh, something like that. Call me the
let's
Beast.
see how that works. Because yeah, for a while now, I had been talking to Russia about, oh, please stab Britain. They're so scary, and Russia were like, no. And now they finally attacked Britain. I think this year.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, no, don't do it.
Don't stab.
Don't
Don't
do it.
don't attack Britain.
So
No.
I've always, yeah, I have not been making the best diplomatic moves there.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah, makes sense.
But this is just the retreats, so I think,
Yeah, and here like Russia's positioned themselves.
and they
I
actually
think
took
this is the
Edo.
season where they took 5 capitals.
That's
They took
insane.
Edo, they took Shenyang, they took Beijing,
And this is how
they
they are
took
actually, yep.
Warsaw and Stockholm.
And now people are talking about Basel stuff and
Yep.
how do we stop this? And yep, yep. So
Yep.
we in Africa are panicking because how do we save the world by
Yeah.
winning ourselves?
I think
It's
this is
difficult.
also the point where Tyler is doing all of his vassalization stuff in game B.
Yeah, so people are probably looking at that and saying, "Holy moly,
Yeah, holy crap.
that is
We
broken."
can't let this happen.
Yes.
All right,
Um,
let's move to the leaderboard.
yes.
Yeah, and we see Russia clearly in number one
And
with
you see
10
how
builds.
far behind I am with like my two measly builds,
Yeah,
which is better than one. Uh,
it is very
but
well
it's
done.
because I didn't stab people. That's my bad.
Yeah.
I just stabbed one, so yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I personally don't think I agree with your decision to not stab Dutch immediately.
No, I agree with your decision that I did the wrong decision, but that was
Yeah.
just because I really wanted to stop Britain because my
Ah,
vision was
true, true, true.
clouded. Um,
Yeah, right.
that's what
Makes
happened
sense.
in my last game too. When I
Mm.
played the one of your
Oh,
variants,
yeah.
I
Yeah, yeah,
was
with Japan.
so set on like, oh no, Japan will win. I have to stop. Like
Hmm.
I do get these fixations when so many
Yeah.
people talk to my into my ear about these things, and I
Yeah.
make bad decisions at the end of these games. So I gotta work on
Yeah.
that. And this happened
Yeah.
here as well. The answer is
That
stab
is
the
totally
Netherlands,
fair.
stab the Dutch. I should always listen to the gospel
Stab the Dutch.
from now on.
Stab the Dutch.
Yep,
Stab the Dutch. Yeah.
let's continue.
Uh, yeah. Let's hear. Okay, we have builds right here. You build in Socotra
And
again.
Ceylon,
Oh,
because
in
now I
Ceylon.
am
Nice.
going to have attack Ayutthaya. The problem is Ayutthaya did really well against the Spanish, which
Yeah.
meant they got lots of builds, and that's made it so
Oh no.
I didn't realize how powerful they really were. Now that was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So that
Yeah,
took
well,
me.
how were they doing on the leaderboard?
Uh,
Yeah, they're
they
fifth
had
place.
jumped up pretty high, so I didn't
Yeah,
want them to
okay,
get
both
ahead
of
of
you
me.
have
Yeah, we're the
17.
same. We didn't want them to continue growing. I saw that okay, they will not stop. They have no
Mm,
enemies. I'm gonna be their enemy and hopefully win. But I didn't realize just how much they would grow. So that was also sad.
makes sense.
Let's continue. Yep.
Okay. Let's go to spring.
That doesn't
48.
stop me though.
Yep,
I
that
did tell them,
doesn't
okay,
stop
I see
you.
I can't take you anymore. I see that you have become really strong and have so many fleets. Let's just not fight. That would never work. And what do? I stab. Yes.
Stab.
And I stab the Dutch.
Yeah,
Um,
no, but I think this turn was actually great for you.
yes, it was. I had
I like this
it
this
was
one.
it's my second right turn. I stab
Oh yeah,
the
by the
most
way, we
people.
forgot about this.
Oh yeah, I got a vassal. Not that
Yeah,
important. Africa isn't important for me anymore. It's just something that's happening over there.
yeah.
But yes, we're fighting the Ottomans. Nothing is really happening, and it won't happen. Nothing will happen for some time.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep. Um.
I do think I really like your advances here, in general.
Yes, I'm really happy that I managed to persuade Ayutthaya to move away
Mm,
because, of course, I'm going to not attack them.
of course.
So I suddenly have loads of units all over their whole place, as well as enough spare units to attack the Dutch. So
Yep,
that's nice.
that's pretty sweet. Very nice.
The
Yeah, I
issue
like your
is, yep,
position here.
Spain is not doing as well.
So hot. Yeah,
Yep, that's a problem.
they
Uh,
really aren't.
but I guess it's a little bit my fault. I'm supporting Mapuche into Gunai as well here, so I'm not doing them a favor.
Mm. Yeah, it's
Uh,
oh god.
yes,
Yeah,
what's
it's
happening
a
elsewhere? And now, yeah, I can see Ming is now a vassal, and yeah, Japan is a vassal,
yeah.
and Poland has said they will become a vassal. And now,
Yep.
actually, I start talking about to Poland. I really, really want to convince them to not become a vassal. So I try
Yeah.
my best, and we talk in like this whole group chat about this and
Yeah, I
everything.
remember this
Yes,
chat.
and I managed to weave a little web that just went wild with like, but don't vassalize because then we can do this crazy convoy instead. Isn't that cool? And we just started planning a real weird convoy. And Russia pointed out that this is the weirdest attempt to stop a soloist they have ever seen.
Yeah,
Which
I
is true.
remember.
I did actually want to do this convoy if I saw no chance of me winning, but I still saw a
Yeah.
chance of me winning.
Mm.
So I wouldn't move to really do that yet.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, better not give up while you still have a chance.
Yes, that's the thing. Um, but I did see like my chances slip away further and further. Like this was a great
Mm.
season for me, but I
Yeah.
did also see how much greater the Russians was. So that scared me.
Mm.
So I decided, okay, Britain has to save us.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's all in their hands now. Elsewhere,
All
what's happening?
and that's not good because yeah.
Yes, their hands are not. They are not safe hands. This is
Truly,
this is the
yeah,
problem.
yeah, yeah. Russia's going all out.
Yes. Uh, Not good. At this
Not good.
point, we were like, okay, do Russia win this phase? And people were talking everywhere over the world, and we were counting the centers, and yeah,
Yeah, it's getting tight now.
when
Very
Britain
tight.
basically gained a fan club. That's good for them.
Yeah, for
Everyone
sure.
wanted them to do well, and in America,
Yeah,
they were doing well, and yeah.
yeah. I've been forgetting. But like I said that we would check up on the Mapuche here, and think like, yeah, yes, this phase is just so smooth. They move into Baya, they move up here, they do some moves over here. They get
And
support in
also,
Kunai.
most importantly, if you go to the North Pacific Ocean, you see they have a funny little movement,
Oh,
funny little units. It's a bard of some
oh,
kind. And
yes, a
this bard,
bard.
it's on its way to get sacrificed in Temir,
Yes,
the
up here.
holy, holy. the
The
holy
nature
place,
reservoir.
the nature
The
reservoir, and they have to sacrifice what I think it was
spectator
spectators. Yes,
every. Yep.
every
I was.
year,
I was. Every phase.
every
Every
phase. Oh
phase.
my god, the bloodbath.
I
Uh,
was. I
yeah.
was. I was also a part of this.
No,
I also got
no,
sacrificed.
because this was more important than I realized. This showed, and I should have understood what was going on,
Mm.
that Mapuche was not as anti-Russian as we were. Like we were all talking about how we were going to crush Russia and stuff, but meanwhile, this sneaky little unit is just making its way to get sacrificed, and that should have made me think. So that's more important. That little unit that doesn't do anything is more important than one would have realized, and
Yeah,
the alarm
for
bells
those who
should
don't
have been
know,
going.
this is not an actual unit. It's just a piece of art,
Yes,
just
that
chilling.
can move around and doesn't stop anything. It can get bounced, but it doesn't like bounce other
Yes,
things.
exactly.
Yeah, so that's actually something to keep an eye on because it will, although it doesn't do anything, the point is
Yeah.
what it symbolizes. An
Yes,
unholy
exactly.
alliance between the Mapuche and the Russians. We'll get to that later.
What an alliance.
Yes, that's crazy.
Oh, I love like
Variants,
world
yeah.
variants. Yeah, they're
So many
so
crazy
funny.
things happen. Yeah, it's good
Yeah,
that we have colonials and big powers that can connect the world.
yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Uh,
but also like you and Congo doing this kind of stuff really connects the
yes, I
world.
had a lot of fun with like playing with Congo and doing parting Africa and then taking fleets
Mm.
every other way and becoming colonial powers ourselves.
Yeah, no, no, like I really like the empire you got going here.
Yes, it was remarkably similar to the one I drew at the start of my void, thinking
Mm,
this is my goal.
nice, that's great.
So that's nice.
Mm, all
Uh,
right,
let's continue.
this is just retreats. Okay, where do you want to start?
Oh, there's so many places in the world that matters now, not just little Ajuuran. Um,
Mm.
um, cool convoys, I
We
guess.
take
I think from Congo, but I think we should focus on me first, I guess, because I'm
yes,
it's
that
Ajuuran.
sounds good.
Haha.
Haha.
Fighting in Indonesia, yes. It's they brought a lot back. Look at all those arrows going west from Ayutthaya.
Yep.
I was
How
not happy
lovely.
to see this. I was like, oh no.
Uh-oh.
I did think that there's a chance I get three of their centers here, but I would likely get two. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that this was the only order set that countered it,
Yes.
I believe.
So I was sad. I hoped for all three there,
Mm.
um, but no. And also, the Dutch were not happy about me stabbing them, so naturally they stopped me from stabbing them further or
Damn.
taking more centers in
What is
India.
this?
Crazy, right? I know.
Yep.
But I had managed something a little bit cool, and I had managed to core Maravi down in Africa, and I'm
Oh, yeah,
now
you have.
um, because Congo was doing it. Why can't I core, right? So
True.
nothing special going on. So now I'm just moving away, saying to Congo, yes, I'm going to go up and move it
Mm.
away from you, right?
Very
Um,
funny.
but it must be said, at this moment, I was not really wanting to stop Congo. I was considering it because I was
Mm.
getting desperate with the Russia situation.
Mm.
Um,
All right. I think I educated adjudicated this phase actually. I recognize a lot of the
you
moves.
recognize the moves, yeah.
Yeah.
Not much is happening
Yeah.
in
Oh,
the
yeah. Because
Caribbean.
it's this convoy. You were there, I think.
I was there with that. Oh yes. Oh, okay. We gotta talk about that.
So
The
hey,
unholy
Koryak.
alliance that I talked about sends an army all the way over, down and east and west and everywhere
Down
to
to
their
Tuenche.
own capital. They they friggin' betray everyone. That's all like going. We gotta stop the solo threat. Come on, the world
Yeah.
unite. And the Mapuche is like, yes, of course, I'm on your side. And like we are collaborating with Australia and everything is happy, and then they do this.
And then they do this.
Monsters. That's what
Monster.
Mapuche is.
Yes.
They're
Yeah.
it's incredibly funny. I support a good convoy, but man,
Damn.
they are the enemy. Don't you realize this is? If you think about this, like the same as with Spain and not being vassalized, this is another
Mm.
one of their moves, which is just It's horrible.
Wait, what is it?
Convoying.
What?
No, but the reason it's horrible is because they're not intending to become a vassal.
No, no. At this point they were.
Oh, they were okay, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like so confused.
No, no. At
If
this
it
point they
if
were.
they were, then
They, they,
it's the best move by far.
yes,
I
they,
agree.
they they were planning to be vassalized.
That means they were
Uh,
even more of a traitor. Holy shit!
yes.
Yeah.
Because they changed their mind down the line. But
Okay, okay.
but they
Uh,
planned to be vassalized here. That's
well,
the only reason why this happened.
but
They
at
had
least
actually been
it's a credible convoy, by the way.
they
Yeah.
had actually been discussing this convoy for like 2 years now. Uh,
No, they were
like
always going behind our back.
can we do this later? Yeah, sure.
My God,
Yeah, it
I
was
never
great.
knew. Uh,
Yep.
well, incredible how Russia has the reach all the way over in Mapuche and actually manages to convince them to do this. Well, and of course
Yeah.
it makes sense with the vassalage rule. But anyways, this really put all our hearts like in the
Yeah.
Britain fan club sphere of the world up in our throats because we didn't want Russia to get 25% more centers and percent more than Britain, right? Not not
Makes
centers,
sense.
but just percent, right? Towards
Yeah.
VSCC. Yeah.
Yep. I agree.
So people are really worried that the game was ending now.
Yeah.
This is cool though.
The,
I like Congo. Congo is
this is
doing cool
super cool.
things.
Congo convoying over a lot of armies to South America. Super
Yes.
cool. I like it.
But at the same
Why
time, at
and
this, yeah,
Mapuche is actually helping them with this convoy.
yes, they're still doing that, but Mapuche is a big old
But
traitor. I didn't. I needed more time in this game naturally.
yeah, you
Yeah.
needed more time.
So this phase was good, but it was also bad because I saw the world burning before my eyes, and that
Makes
started
sense.
to get me desperate. So I started talking to Bornu here about, okay,
Mm.
will you ever stab Congo? Because I don't think we have much more time. If we want to have at least a little bit of a chance in this game to ever get into the big leagues, and if I saw miracle Britain try continues to be within Russia's 25%, then maybe we can actually get and like get up there with them because we're regionals with 4 SC starting count,
Yeah.
which means we don't need that much to get up to the same percentiles. So come on,
Yep.
Bornu, help me with this.
Come on. Woo!
And they were
Come
like,
on.
maybe,
Maybe.
maybe.
Who knows?
So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
not much
It's
can be
very
said.
interesting
And I
though.
think in Europe, I think Russia is doing, yep, they're still doing great against Britain.
Yep.
It's really fun
They
though with
are.
Spain actually helping more than Mapuche here against Russia. They're bouncing them in Reykjavik.
Yeah.
Kudos to Spain.
Yeah.
Mapuche, I will never forgive you for this. Okay,
Oh my god.
could
Yeah.
continue
Oh,
maybe. Not
yeah.
sure.
You can't bother to see more.
No, I can't. This was too
Okay,
horrible.
so this is the leaderboard now.
Yes.
The Russian PAX has officially begun.
But Britain is within their like 25%.
Exactly. So they cannot solo impunity
But
yet.
now look at all these vassals taking like I've gone
Yeah.
so long far down. So sad.
Yeah. You it is very sad. But you're at 21 here. You need 7 more centers. That's
Yes.
tough.
So at
That's
this
tough.
point we saw that okay, I can still get a lot of centers.
Mm.
I'm not that far from Britain. It's up to one of us to actually stop it. Probably Britain because they're further ahead. But I was starting to think maybe I can, maybe, just maybe, I can get within 25% of Russia and from there grow faster. So that was my hope. Now I had a little bit of hope, tiny thread. And you know me, every time I grow big, the only times I grow with many you get many builds is when I stab someone. So I had to figure out who to stab. That's what the next year will be about. Let's go to it.
How lovely. Okay, we just have builds here real quick.
Yep.
Uh, you're building fleet, army,
And an
army.
arm in Meravi, and that is
Oh yeah.
essentially a step down
Explain.
Congo. Yep.
Yep.
I was like, okay, if I do this, will will Congo will just know what happened. So I talked to Mapuche about this and talked to Bornu about this. Mapuche is kind of getting forgiven slowly but surely because they are promising not to get vassalized and stuff.
Mm.
And they will help against Congo. So they are
Yeah.
saying they will attack Congo. Bornu is um, saying they will attack Congo. And this, I decided that if Bornu didn't want to attack Congo here, I would attack them instead. Because I couldn't win without Bornu anyways. I didn't
Mm.
say this to them though, but that was the plan.
Shh. No
Um,
one needs to know.
but Bornu said they will only help if we stab first.
Yeah.
So I built an army Moravi. I am going to stab first.
Yep. Makes sense.
And Congo is not happy with me.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Betraying the African Union?
We have been friends and allied for many months IRL now and
Yeah.
talked a lot and made great plays. So this was a sad thing to do, but I had a sliver of hope that I
Mm.
could get into like what's it called? The impunity. Yep.
Mm.
And that was my goal.
Makes sense.
Yep.
We wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Okay. Spring 1649. What's going on?
I am moving what I can against Congo.
Yep.
Uh, and I am also I'm also moving kind of away from Ayutthaya. We realized none of us can win. Okay, I will actually move away now. So I started moving a little bit away, a little bit towards them as well, Gulf of Ceylon, because I didn't want to do stuff. But I moved away from Indian Ocean. I moved away from Timor Sea. But they moved everything they could almost against me instead. So they didn't believe me this time. Um,
That is kind of fair.
that's fair. So that was sad. We will begin a little dance now. That it's pretty fun actually. But yeah.
Mm.
Um, and I bounced with Britain in Somalia Basin,
Mm.
which is weird because we're all on the same side. I'm trying to get them to do as well as they can. And the
Mm.
reason for this is, as far as I understood it, they wanted to get to Somalia Basin so they could
Mm.
make me a vassal.
Mm.
But I don't want to.
Oh,
I didn't want to become a
that's
vassal. So
yeah. I remember Britain going around to a lot of powers here,
yeah.
actually offering them vassalage, including Spain,
Oh
Austria,
yes.
Safavids, I think Sue. There was a lot of funny
But if
suggestions.
they had managed that, they would of course manage to eclipse Russia as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, but the thing is, I still had hope, so I declined, but that still resulted in a bounce because of some miscommunication and stuff.
Mm.
Maybe they may also have not miscommunicated. Yep. Um, but yes, as you can see in Africa, I have some centers they can't stop me from taking
Mm.
naturally.
Like bamboo tea.
Yes, and Lundaluba,
Yep.
both are
I
free.
like that name, Lundaluba.
Lundaluba. At the same
I
time, I
like it.
can't stop them from taking Beira if I take Lundaluba. So yeah. I'm
Yep.
hoping also for a guest down in Crosset Basin. I can take either Xhosa or Zulu.
Mm.
And if when I did the math on everything that could happen this phase, I was like,
Mm.
damn, I can do it. I can get just enough to get to whatever I was hoping to get to based on the maths of the other countries. I'm not sure
Mm.
what happened, but anyways, I was like really hopeful that things could work.
Mm.
Um,
Damn.
but Russia is just moving everywhere. No one can stop them.
Yeah, at
Poland
least
did
that like
vassalize,
here
but
they
Poland,
just go.
yeah, last phase I didn't think we talked about it, but Poland did vassalize, but they got stabbed at the same time, which meant,
Yeah,
yeah,
they're
poor
now a
Poland,
protectorate.
they're not protected, have no
Yeah.
armies.
Yep. And Russia is just
Yeah, Russia
really
is
doing.
making some insane moves against Britain. Like when we saw this,
Yeah.
we were like, no, no, it's
No, no,
over,
no, it's over.
Britain,
It's
what are you
over.
doing? So yeah, we were very sad to see this. Um,
Yeah. But they're also doing some nice moves here with Meng, just setting up to take this entire area.
yeah, Russia is doing great everywhere, and we needed them to do
Yeah.
bad, relatively speaking.
Oh
Um,
no.
yes, so this is bad. Um, so yeah, time was running out. We clearly saw that.
Mm.
Sad. But Bornu did move things towards Congo at least.
Congo.
But
Yep,
I
and
think they told
Congo.
Congo that they were going to attack me though. So yeah, I'm not them. I'm not sure what happened. But yes, um, how this will continue will be revealed later, I think. And yes, oh,
First,
Mapuche, it worked.
I love these convoys. They're so beautiful.
Yes, and they are
Just
not yet a
convoying
vassal.
up the coast.
But yeah,
Yeah, they're
it's
not a
insane how
vassal.
big Mapuche has gotten, by the way. I
Yeah, yeah, they
From the
really recovered.
position earlier in the game, I would never have seen this coming.
Yeah, they really recovered.
So that's
For those who watch this AAR right now, uh, and it hasn't passed too much time, please head over to Aster and check them out. Because the same player is playing my push there as well.
what? Are they
Yeah,
playing
they're playing
Mapuche
my
in both? I
yes.
never do. What
Yeah, they have subbed into both.
are they
It's
doing? I don't remember how Mapuche is doing in that game. Oh wait, they are allied with
actually
Portugal
really
there,
well.
I think. Yes.
Yes,
Ah,
they're
true.
actually doing really well there.
Yes.
They have good Elayara.
Ah, okay, yeah, that's okay. They are the most pro Mapuche player in the world, I think,
Yeah, I love it.
since
Yeah, I
there's
love
only
it.
been one game. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been great.
Okay.
Uh, anyways, is there anything else worth to notice?
Mm, I'm not sure I get us all of Australia. That's cool.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Just some retreats, and this is the phase that decides if Russia can solo impunity or not.
Yes. The question is, do Britain or I, if but I think we came to the conclusion that there is no way for me to get enough.
There's no way.
So it's up to Britain. Yes, I this was like the last of the Dutch holdings in Asia, I think. So I
Yeah,
wanted to
it
celebrate
was.
the Dutch for their
Yeah, for
efforts
what
over
they have
there. We
done.
will keep their culture going.
Yeah. How
No, and
great.
yes, there's a funny thing here in Indonesia is the last phase I moved away and Ayutthaya moved towards me. This time we agreed again. Okay, no, this is not working. They moved away and I moved toward
Yeah.
them. So we're just
Yeah,
going
very funny.
back and forth, and we've done that for for all the time.
I wish you had found an opportunity to slide into Coral Sea or Arafura Sea.
Yes, I think at every step except that first one, when you talked to me about going there,
Mm.
I had things to use those units for in Australia
Yeah.
if I wanted those centers.
Yeah, makes
Uh,
sense.
but
Yeah, I think just going for Australia later would have been
yeah,
the move and
honestly,
just fully
you're right.
committing to the
I
stand.
never realized how good of a defensive line Ayutthaya could make, and
Mm.
this it would have
Yeah, they
made all
have
the
too many
difference.
fleets.
Yeah, but
And
that's also because they built so much that same phase I stabbed the first time, so
yeah, for sure.
it became difficult.
Yep.
Um, so yes, Britain finally convoys something. I think over
Yeah, they do.
after all these times, I've been promised a convoy from there, like from
A
Mughal
few
originally, like
years.
like during one of the first years, and
Mm.
finally a convoy happens. It's not Mughal, but it's their overlord. It's the same. Too late, too little, too late though.
Mm.
I think I gain one, two, and down in
Something like
Africa
that, yes.
I had three builds.
I
Yep.
think that's correct.
No, four. Yeah, three because I lose Spear as well, and I do not
Yep.
get the guess on Congo,
Yeah,
which
I remember us sitting in the live adjudication
yeah, they just
and
held it.
just
Ah, that was so annoying. And I talked to
yeah.
Congo about it before the adjudication was done. They were like, "Yes!" Ha ha ha. They
Yep.
were happy about that. So that was sad. Um,
I gotta say though, credit to my push this turn because they're making amazing convoys.
they continue
They
to make amazing convoys. They're just a convoy
convoy
legend.
Russia up to
Oh
Mauritstad
yeah,
and they
true.
convoy Chiloé up to Lima.
And they take back their capital and win. No, not win, but they like end with
Honorary win.
honorary win. Yeah, we can give them honorary win. They end with all of the south of South America.
Yeah, like the amazing performance.
Yes, so that's incredible. And they do not vassal. I give credit to them
Mm.
for that. That's
Yeah,
nice.
for sure. Oh,
Um,
yeah,
yes,
but
but this
same
turn
same
all
time
was about this up in north of Europe. We were like, okay, Britain has to do well. Did they do well? And we counted, and no, they
they
did
did
not do
not
well
do well
enough. They
enough.
did some, yeah, they did get many builds to different places,
This
but
was
in
very
Europe
sad.
there were so many. Yeah, this was
This misorder.
yes. Oh,
So sad. Yeah.
and Russia
Uh,
just crushes it.
yeah. Uh, yeah. I almost forgot about these convoys because those were kind of
Oh
some of
yes,
my
that's also
favorites.
really cool. And they wanted to
Flipping
vassalize
it to
Spain, right,
Madrid.
and everything.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yep, there were some great moves and there were some opportunities. And in another world, I can absolutely see. Oh yes, true. The Dutch is still going. They have
Dutch in
Greenland.
Brattahlid.
But yes,
Lovely.
in another world, I could have seen Russia being slowed down a little bit more and Great Britain getting a little bit more time, just enough to
Join the
stay
impunity.
join in.
Mm.
Um, no, because the thing is, the reason I was so
Ah,
this was
yeah,
so
right.
important for me to get so high all the time was
True.
because I wanted to be within 25% of Britain at all times.
Ah,
I
right,
wanted
right,
to be
right. So
part of
you,
that immunity. So if
right, right,
Britain
right.
had
Makes sense.
managed to be part of it, we would have the Pax timer basically. To
Mm. Oh, true.
the
Yeah,
issue is
because
we
after
would
this,
never. Yep.
there would only be 1 year.
Yes. So the issue is that we could never really take. Russia would win anyways, basically. We could never
Yeah,
overtake them unless Britain did it by
yeah,
vassalizing people. So it was
yeah.
possible. It was possible.
It
But
was
but,
possible, but very
but
hard.
yeah, well deserved win for Russia here though.
Yeah.
They did
Uh,
some amazing moves
this
and
is the final leaderboard.
yes,
Uh, with Russia 31% ahead of Britain.
which is
Wow.
a lot. So there was no chance.
Yeah, that was just a crushing win. GG's to Cassandra, played Russia.
That was
Uh,
really well played.
and both you and Britain and Apapask as well did really well.
Yes,
Uh,
and the past
really
couple in the
close to
end
that
they
win.
really managed to with a stab
Yeah,
on
since they
Inuit
stabbed
and Sioux.
Sue.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Inuit
Look
was
at
earlier,
this.
Sioux was now. Yeah, so they really were going to join. So I probably, if we had managed, like Britain had managed to get a lot of vessels and overtake them,
Yeah.
I think the impunity could have been between me, Athabasca, Britain, and Russia. I don't think anyone under there would have been
Oh
able
no
to
no.
make it.
I don't think Bornu had this.
No.
There was discussions.
Yes, that's quite funny.
Bornu wanted to like get Congo to throw and vassalize to them.
Yeah, not just that. The final year now, um, during I think yes, during education maybe I think it was or right before
Mm.
I think education.
Yeah.
Congo called me actually. No, Bornu. I mean, yeah. So we like were speaking
Mm.
voice, and
Mm.
they were like, "Hear me out," because they stabbed me here. I'm not sure I will show that, but they actually stabbed me here because they
Mm.
had
Yeah, they did.
the face had been extended, and they had told Congo they stabbed them. And then
Mm.
and without really realizing the face had been extended. So Congo
Yeah.
said, "No, don't stab me." I'm not sure what happened. I'm not sure what I said
Mm.
exactly, but Bornu was convinced and stabbed me instead.
Yeah.
And with that, that really stopped me from. I could never really win from this position anymore. I would have real
Yeah.
troubles getting to 100%. So Bornu said to me, "Let me vassalize you.
Yeah.
Let me vassalize Congo. Let me take all your centers that I can possibly take. I will I will 100% overtake Russia at some point and be able to grow so much quicker because they start at 4 SEs."
Mm. Yeah.
In the hindsight, I realize they would still take too long getting within
Yeah.
75%.
Yeah. That
No,
no, that
it's
would be super
25%. So
hard.
it would
That
actually
would be
not
super
work.
hard. Yeah.
On the other hand,
And there was a
I've
pax in a
realized,
year.
yes, on the other hand, I realized the only thing that could have worked would have been me doing the same thing. Just let
Yeah.
them letting me take things because I was already so close. But that
Yep.
would never
Yeah.
happen because
That was the only
I
option.
am the one that has 2 times betrayed all of Africa. So
Yeah.
and also the Pax timer would stop it. So Russia will win.
Yep. And this is the final board position.
That
This
is the final
game,
board position. Yep.
yeah, this game was the shortest of all Imperial Diplomacy games for Alpha 1, ending at only 7 years. very short game.
which is amazing.
Uh,
Based on how much the map has changed and the rise and
yeah,
fall of Mughal, for example,
yeah, yeah. It all went so
and
quick,
rise and
honestly.
fall of Spain as well.
Yeah, no, like this game was it was very quick and aggressive.
And that made things change and be really fun, like to watch the map change as well and everything.
Yeah,
So it
for sure.
was a cool game, and seeing Russia down in South America and all this random stuff, Inuit only really surviving in Sakhalin or up in Russia, and
Yeah,
Britain in Madrid. So many fun like things that had happened, like
anomalies.
in,
This
in
is one of my favorites.
yes, Congolese, Azores.
Yeah, so good.
So it was cool, and for me, the game was defined by the African Union mostly. I would say,
Yeah, makes sense.
we need Mauritsted to win. We have decided, but
Yeah,
yes,
that makes a lot of sense.
what is happening?
I just
This
wanted to
confuses
display
my
all of
brain.
I just wanted to display all of Africa. Go on.
Well, yes. Oh, this is so difficult on my eyes. Okay, so yes, for me, it was the African Union that defined the game.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's been great, and it worked out great for most of us.
Mm.
Um, and
Rip Abyssinia.
poor, even Abyssinia survived. I should probably just have killed them, maybe, but no, maybe not, because the fleet was the only thing that really kept things going. So had I done it, I
Yeah.
would have a one rest fleet for a turn. Yep, I think that was a good decision.
Mm.
All of Africa survived. That's good. And
All of
Ottoman
Africa
Empire had
survived.
a bad time in Africa, I think.
They did.
But they managed to hold on to. It was really fun. Cool neighbors.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, and well
What a
played
game.
Russia. What a game indeed.
It was very quick.
Well, it was very
So
quick
so so
in one
aggressive.
way, but the
Yeah,
months
but
it took for this to actually
yeah,
go through.
it was actually only about 2 months. Uh, so
Oh, damn, it felt like even more for me, yes, I gotta say. But
yeah.
I guess there's,
Yeah, I don't even remember like I don't remember a life without GMing Aster anymore.
yes, this has happened, been going on for my whole life, but it feels
Yeah.
like,
No, but like I've been for real tomorrow running Aster for like 3 months.
wow. Yep,
So that's
that
something.
that is a long time.
Yeah.
But and it will continue, it seems like.
Yep.
So we gotta look
And
forward to seeing how that goes.
yep. And all all of you Aster players, if you're still here, look out for the Dance of Asters. No spoilers.
Why would any people still be watching?
I don't know. Damn,
But
we're
yes,
really just alone here.
yep. But it's been good talking to you though, so that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've had fun. Did we
Yeah, me
manage
too.
to keep it short?
I'm not sure. It's 12 p.m. No, 12 a.m. So probably not.
Who knows?
No, I think there was 3 hours. So, anyways,
That's
let's
not bad for a world variant.
yeah. Anyways, for all those who still remain with us, thank you for watching. This was a lot of fun to make, and I think we actually managed to cover most part of the world in okay detail.
Yes, mostly Africa and around the Indian Ocean though. But
Yeah, for sure.
that's
But
where
like,
I had my expertise naturally.
yep, makes sense. Anyways, bye
Yep.
bye.